yet.
I know, but I'm just saying that you noticed something in the trophy room that you guys are in right now.
Okay.
Because I might have to add it to your sheet for you, I'll just go ahead and share it.
We already found that.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah.
Yes. That was I don't know if it was Jory or if it was Tuska that found it, or if it was Iskander. One of the three of them found that.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's been found, it's been found. Cool.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't Iskander. I can't remember picking that up.
Oh, okay. So then it was Tuska then.
Tuska? You mean
Troyka.
Troyka.
I don't know where I got Tuska from. I don't.
You're thinking of Mortal Kombat characters, Tusk.
Probably. Honk.
Oh?
Jasper, did Troyka find that?
Troyka find what?
The Bloodseeker Beak Talisman.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but
It was in the mouth of one of the things, wasn't it?
yes, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So you did find it. So you just have to mark it on your sheet.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, the
Yes,
mics are live.
Okay. So
Oh
I guess.
no.
Well, then let us begin. So, hi everyone. Welcome once again to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. The second episode, in fact. I am the Dungeon Mistress, Fifi Squeaks. My pronouns are she, her. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to the hosts for the stream.
Hiya, my name is Astrid. I'm the host of the stream, and I play Zarni Greenblade, and our pronouns are she, they. Passing off to Blasty.
Hello, I'm Blasty, also known as Blastflight. I will be playing Sojin of Wind. Both our pronouns are he, they. I pass it off to Dot.
Hi, I'm Dot. I play Troyka. I use she, they pronouns. My character uses she, her pronoun. Pass it on to Wandren.
Hello, I am Wandren. I play as Iskander in this campaign. Our pronouns are both she, her. And did Grumpy get a turn yet? Or
Nope.
I pass it to Grumpy.
I'm Grumpybear. I'll be playing Jory Fourtoes, a halfling. Our pronouns are he, him. And I pass it back to Fifi.
Okay. And because we're going to start in real hot, literally, because I'm going to go ahead and ask Blasty to give us a short version of the recap.
Certainly. After socializing and feasting, the party found themselves awoken in the deep of the night. Black tier mercenaries with contracted ogres and giants slew many of the would-be adventurers. Working in surprising harmony of purpose, the group took down several foes and rescued several of those that they had met earlier in the night. The party used the elements of wind, water, and earth to push their way through the fires of the main hall and to reach Lady Jamadi Aldori to lend her their aid and secure her favor. We find ourselves now having just dissuaded the giants to combat and to finding ourselves facing off against foes while Lady Jamadi fights off some more.
Indeed. So, just to remind, as soon as you open the door to the dueling chamber, which has the recessed area that you see on the map. Oh, actually, I need to take you to the map, so let me do that real quick.
Yes.
There we go.
I keep looking at the Conan type person on the cover of
Yeah.
Kingmaker, and it always makes me smile.
Me too.
Oh, excuse me. As soon as you open the door here opened up on this side, and you see a woman with a big battle axe around over her shoulder, followed by two of the black tier mercenaries in an orc and a black tier mercenary outfit. And they look over, see your party, and the woman points her axe towards you and says, "Slay them, and then we'll slay the Sword Lord. We'll accomplish our mission." Meanwhile, in the top of the room, you see Jamadi Aldori look over to you and shout out, "Adventurers, take care of them. I'll handle these two giants." And At this point, I'm going to ask everybody to please roll your initiative. Let's go for a different one, so... That'll work. Oh, and also, don't forget that Troyka can roll for at advantage, so roll twice, and we'll use whatever's the highest.
Can I? I accidentally rolled my perception first, but can I keep that instead of my actual initiative roll?
You can. Let me open up the initiative roll, and you can just change it. You should be able to just change your number directly. Let me know if you can't, and I'll. You can. Tell me
I
what
was
you
able to
roll.
do that. I appreciate that very much.
No problem. I don't mind.
I had forgotten to hit my token first and rolled a 16, so I hit the token and then rolled a 13. Could I get it bumped back up?
You sure can. So you had a 16, you said? Grumpy?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Alright,
had to
everybody
scroll
roll?
up to find it, but it's there.
Okay. I think
Hey,
everybody roll.
Make
So
sure you
let me
move.
just- Go ahead.
Sorry, I was saying to Zarni, make sure you move Jeff to be in position with you.
I guess I should be at the front
Yep,
too.
staying with him.
Oh, Fourtoes should
right.
move forward as well.
Okay.
Alright, so let me just arrange the initiative order. Okay,
Yeah.
looks like we're all set, so Sojin, you're starting us off.
All right. Da, 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 da. Okay. Need him. You know what? Oh, that's loud.
Oh, the music?
Yeah.
Alright, let me turn it down then. There we go.
Okay. All right. First things first. I'm gonna try and demoralize that lady in the front.
Ooh, alright.
So that's a intimidation versus.
The will DC, so go ahead and make the roll, and I'll tell you how you did.
Ooh, I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh my god! You try to yell at her, but it just comes out as a little squeak.
Nah, I probably garbled it because of but tripped over my own words. Fuck it. Whatever.
No, this is how I'm rolling it. I'm rolling it that you delivered a cutting insult, but in her blood rage and with the violence and the fire going on and the clang of battle as the giants are facing off against the Lady Aldori, your words are drowned out in the noise. So it's not that you didn't do well, you just weren't heard.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna move 25 feet. Well, 20 feet.
Mhm.
Scoot to here, and then just my witty retort has now just been, I'm gonna just then
Yep, one action remaining.
hmm. Fuck it. We're just gonna shoot her with the hand crossbow.
Okay. So keep in mind that means when you want to switch to your melee, you'll have to take an action to do so.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, it's more like because it's one-handed. Like I have it in my offhand.
Okay.
Now now I just have. I don't have my offhand free, so I can't. I'll have to drop it to do stuff like grappling.
Right. Okay, so you make the shot, and you rolled 20. That will hit. So you deal 6 points of damage.
Nice.
All right, as the bolt scrapes across her shoulder, and she hisses with rage as she looks at you with anger seething in those eyes. That's it for you, right?
Yep.
Zarni, you're up.
Oops. Sorry.
That's all good.
So
Getting click happy.
Oh, and don't forget to click the GM roll off so that it can be seen.
What do I want to do? There's not much I really can do because I'm a backline fighter. So
You can still move into position.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have your spells.
I think there, but let me check something real quick. What is my speed? Okay. that is my speed. Okay. So right there. And then can I ready an action? Because I don't think I'm in range for any of my spells.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Because if you move, let's see, you are
Well, the problem is that most
35.
most of
Yeah.
Zarni's spells are
30.
2 actions.
Okay, yeah. So they're
even your
just
level
outside
one
your
spells?
range.
Huh?
Even your level 1 spells?
Yeah. My level 1 that I have, which is Breathe Fire, is a 15-foot.
Okay, so yes, what you can do is you can spend the rest of your actions, your 2, to basically say when X happens, I'll do Y. Like if somebody comes in range, I will cast this spell.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
So I'm going to use one of my actions to cast Glass Shield right now. And then if...
Well, keep in mind you need 2 actions already.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so...
Ignore the Glass Shield then.
Okay. So you want to cast Burning Hands, right? Is that what I'm seeing?
I don't have Burning Hands.
Oh, okay.
I have this.
Oh, okay. So basically, when some like you could say when 2 or more people come in range. When 2 people come in range, I'll do breathe fire, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So 15
cool.
foot.
All right. So that's the trigger, and when it happens, I'll just say, "Hey, it triggered," and you can do it.
Yep.
All
Sorry.
right. So Iskander, you're up.
Oh, cool. I actually have a pretty decent intimidation. Shoot. Let's see. Nah, I think that Iskander's just going to rush in.
Okay.
She is just going to rush into this square, so that'll be 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
And she is just going to raise her shield. Where's the raise shield skill? Yeah, she's just turtling up, basically.
Yeah, so you get the +2 to armor class, and you get the shield block reaction, if I remember correctly, right?
Which you need because you're not in full armor, if you remember.
Yep, very much so.
Yeah, so that'll
she's
give you a
pulling
little
a
damage
Captain America.
Pretty much.
Turtle mode.
All right, Jory, you're up.
Jory is going to do a rather acrobatic flipping sequence. Move to right here. Raise his shield. Raise his mace. And scream out, "If you idiots wanted to live through the day, you should have sent better."
Ooh, so who are you targeting with that intimidate?
This one.
Which one? You?
Oops.
Okay, her.
That one.
Okay. All right, so let me move you back. All right, so go ahead and give me a intimidation check.
Where did it go? There we go.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Yes, I do.
Go for it. Get the bad rolls out of the way, everyone. What is
Again.
All right. The sounds of combat are too loud.
He is a halfling, so it's not as effective as it might be.
Yeah.
Not until they see how much damage you do. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, with that little mace of yours, yeah.
All right. So where's the initiative? There we go. So that's yours. Troyka, you're up.
All right, let's roll. Okay, I'm gonna move here. Going to activate my aura.
Okay.
Which also has the stance action. So I get tremor sense.
All right, and that's 30 feet, if I remember correctly, right?
Correct.
All right, so let me just set that up for you. Bada bing. There we go.
And then I am going to do an elemental blast at, we'll say this guy.
Go for it.
Ciao.
All right. So you are going to get that's going to become a 16, and if you want to target that one, right?
Yeah.
That'll hit. And you do 5 damage, which throws like chunks of like because this is a training area, so there are a lot of like spare swords and knives and shields. So you're like throwing like spare equipment at him.
She does not have metal control at the moment, so it's more like just pulling like chunks of tile out of the floor and chucking them.
Even better. So
Yeah, it's
just,
we're on
like,
some
throwing rubble.
earthbending shit.
Yep, for 5 points of damage, which deals a good chunk of damage to them.
Get
All right.
concussed. Alright, last turn.
I'm sure that they're absolutely floored by your behavior.
It begins.
It does begin. So Valadmira is going to shout out, "Men, go take care of their back line. I'll take care of this sod right in front of me." And so then she's using one action to basically issue an order. And then she's going to use her second action to attempt an overhead smash targeting Iskander. So that's what that is. So raises great axe above her head and pulls all her might into a single attack. If it hits, I deal an additional 8 points damage, and you must succeed on a fortitude save or be prone. So,
Wow.
does a 15 hit you?
Oh, it does not. Oh my god.
It does not. So you dodge out of the way.
Oh
Good
my
job.
God. Oh, shield, you saved me.
So, the orc, it is going to move. So that's 20, 25, and then they will.
There they are.
Yep. Didn't mean to move that there. So then 1, 2, 3, just to get in range. And since it's only one of them, that's not going to trigger your ability yet.
No.
And then they're going to attempt to attack Jory. So one attack. They will take out their orc knuckle dagger and attempt to stab you. And miss. Alright, so that's on them. And now it's the mercenaries. The mercenary is going to obey orders. And why isn't it?
Yeah, really quickly. If this one moves past Iskander, she's going to use a reactive strike. Was that trigger when someone runs past you?
It triggers if they move out of a square that you threaten. So, would you like to do it on the one that's north? That's moving now?
South.
Okay, so
South.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So, you can now use your ability to breathe fire on those two.
Okay.
So we're going to interrupt with that real quick. So they have to make a saving throw. Oh boy. So, reflex, right? Yes.
Yep.
So reflex for the black tier cutthroat is a failure. So holy crap, that's going to kill him on the spot. And the orc, let's see how they do. Fail as well. And that's going to be a whopping 10 points of fire damage, as that one's just toasted. And you know what
Looks
I think?
like one assassin just got fired.
One turn to ash, just instant. Whoosh.
You know what? That was awful. But let me see if
I hope friendly fire doesn't come into play here.
We're just out of the range.
Yeah.
there we go. That's what I was looking for. So you know what? We're going to
No, I'm not.
check this out. Just for you. You saw that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Because Jory, just for so you can see what I'm talking about. Because if she aims it like this,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
like they get licked on a line.
All right.
Go ahead and take your reactive strike real quick.
Will do. She's going to be striking with her longsword +1. Give just a second. That's
And
a +1 to hit, right?
It is
Yes.
plus 1 to hit.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be 13
Oof.
because of the bless. And
No. Oh, right. I forgot about
and
the
would you
blast.
like to use the +1 from Lindsay's effect to make it a +2?
Do it.
Yes.
Because it
Well-
recharges every turn.
In that case, yeah, would a 14 hit?
14 will hit, so that's going to do 8 damage, and as soon as this one runs out of range, bleh, they die. So
There we go.
that's the end of the Black Tier Cutthroats. Back to the top, Sojin.
All right, Sojin puts away his crossbow, and then and moves forward and tumbles on through.
Okay.
He goes like this. He's intending to tumble on through to here.
All right. So make an acrobatics check to. Well, are you actually tumbling through to gain advantage or flanking?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Oh,
I'm not even going to bother checking. You get through, no problem.
He does that, and then he goes for
Stab.
a flashy stab to the back.
And they are off balance to you, so 17 is going to hit thanks to the off balance.
So that's a total of, since I did call that out as my finisher.
Mm-hmm.
All right, precise strike. Oops, wrong button. Composite finisher. That means they get a 2d6 extra damage.
All right,
Whoa.
let's roll that damage.
Let's roll it. 6 extra damage, so a total of 10.
All right, 10 damage as you tumble through her legs as she was swept down with her axe, but you just missed as you pop back up and stab her in the ribs for 10 points of damage as she hisses and snarls with rage. I think you have one other action, right?
Was putting away my weapon technically in action?
Oh, you are correct. So that would be it. Zarni, you're up.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm double checking my math. Oh, Jesus Christ. Math. Okay.
watch out, that orc's gonna breathe fire on you.
Oh, and by the way, at the top of your turn, Jamadi cuts down one of the giants
That's my mom! Woo!
as her sword ignites in flames.
Okay. So I cast glass shield on myself, of course, and
Okay.
then targeting this orc. Needle dart.
Ooh. And the 17 will hit, so that's going to be 8 points of damage. So as the orc turned around to swear at you, you swear that the damage should have killed. However, ferocity triggers, and so they remain standing at 1 HP.
Joy, you're one of those.
You can't just say that about orcs.
She is an orc.
Oh, okay.
An orc can say that about an orc.
This is internalized orc.
That's the funniest possible thing you could say at this exact moment. Wait, no, this is their word.
Alright, but so as the needle darts fly across and stab them, you realize that they're from a clan of orcs that are known for being especially hardy and rowdy. They gain the Wounded 1 condition, which I will mark with a little token. Basically, they have to get to Wounded 3 before they can actually get knocked out.
I'm
So
gonna
they're
need
just
a
like
little
me.
help.
Alright, Iskander, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, she's just going to be very professional and try and kill this person that is right in front of her. I thought about giving some sort of witty retort, but life and death. Does a 21 hit?
21 will hit, so that's going to be 8 points of damage
Alright.
as you stab true.
Is that a death?
Nope, she's still up.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Now she's just bloodied now.
And I will give it another shot.
Number 2. That only gets a +1.
Yeah, because the Courageous Anthem, basically, you can only use it once per turn.
Gotcha.
So that'll be an 18, which will hit.
Nice.
So that's another 6 points of damage. You stab once again, getting under her guard.
And the last part is that she will just shield block.
Okay, well that's a
Yes.
reaction. You have to wait until it's triggered.
Hmm?
You have to wait
Wait.
until I actually hit you for to trigger that. It's a reaction, not an action you do.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh.
it says so right there.
Huh. Oh. Wait, what the
So,
heck?
you could attempt to demoralize, or some other
I
action.
guess... Yeah, she's just going to attempt to demoralize then. Black Tier
Okay.
Mercenaries, huh? Looks like you have something to cry about now.
All right, so give me a charisma check or intimidation check.
Mind if I roll it again?
Versus
It's up to you.
their will DC.
And I see what it is. That will not be enough. Would you like to reroll?
Yes. I'm going to reroll. And intimidation. Nah.
That will still not be enough. She spits on the ground, blood, as she runs a thumb against the bladed edge of her axe.
Okay.
Jory, you're up.
Well, this guy's close enough. I'm going to swing at him with the mace.
Go for it.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
So
14 hit him.
That will be a 14. A 14 will not. Would you like to use the Lindsay bonus to make it a 15?
Yes.
That will hit then. So you deal another damage, so they gain another bit of wounded as their ferocity triggers once again. So they're at wounded 2. One more and they're out.
smack him one more time. Oh no!
Oh.
Nope.
Try for a third.
Would you like to
Sure.
reroll?
Yeah, let's re-roll that one.
Go for it.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Mace. There we go.
Ah,
That's
not
still
enough.
not enough. Okay, third time's not a charm.
14 will not be enough.
Okay.
Close though. All
All
right.
right.
Troyka, you're up.
Okay. So the one directly above me is wounded 2.
Correct.
Alright, she's gonna step up there and get at it.
All right. Would you like to step here to gain flanking?
Yes.
Or actually, it would have to be one more up. Yep, there you go.
Alright, dueling sword time.
Lord.
All right. And that they are off guard, so that's going to be enough. You deal enough damage to finally put the orc down as their ferocity finally gives out.
Excellent.
And you have one other action remaining.
We are going to do a 1-action kinetic blast on this person.
Ooh, good call. And you're in range, right?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot range.
Okay, go for it then. That will not be enough, sadly.
Okay, it doesn't seem pressing enough to reroll, so I'm not going to.
Okay. So now on her turn, she shouts out, You think that this is all I have? I am Volodmira, the best of the best that have come to take over this place. And with that, she is going to attempt a spinning sweep. So, I have to successfully strike an enemy. So, when making a sweep attack with her axe, oops, my bad. So, let me look at how sweep works real quick. P2E sweep.
Well, what you do is you get a broom.
All I can say is
we attack
I'm
this-
ready to flashy dodge. Hell yeah!
Oh, okay, so I get a +1 if I attempt to attack somebody different. So, okay, cool. So the first attack I'm going to attempt is an attack on to Iskander. 20.
That will hit.
Okay, now you can use your shield block.
Alright.
Okay. Shield prevents you from taking... what's your shield hardness?
5 hardness, so it takes
You take
5
8
damage.
Your shield takes 5 damage, and you take 8 damage.
Brings you down from 22 to...
You and the shield
14.
each take any remaining damage, so your shield takes 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so my shield takes 8 and I take 5?
No, you both take 8. The shield blocked
both
5 of the
take 8.
damage.
Okay. So my shield's at 12, and I'm at 14. Okay.
And then she's going to turn around and attempt to attack Sojin. So Sojin, here's the attack on you. I am going to get a +1 because of the sweep ability.
Let's see. I have
So that's
see.
24.
Versus a 19. Ugh. Let me see here. No, okay. Yeah, no. I'll take the 15. That hurt. That brings me down to 8 health.
Oof.
Okay. And then she's going to slide here. And you can go ahead and use your attack of opportunity if you wish.
I don't think I can because shield block is a reaction, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. So, alright, in that case, since she's now within 10 feet of Jory, she's going to attempt the spinning sweep on you. So, effect. I spin in a circle, stepping 5 feet if I so choose. I'm not going to do that. I'm comfortable where I am. And I'm going to make a third attack against a foe that I haven't attacked this round. I'm only going to suffer a -8 penalty on this roll, so basically add 2 to whatever I roll. So,
Holy shit.
So
Yeah,
I think
that'll
that hits you. So you take 6 damage from her as she spinning sweeps her axe into your side, and that's going to be it for Violet Mira. The Orc Brute is dead, so we can move on. Sojin, top of the round, and also Sojin, excuse me. At the top of the round, Jamadi takes a few wounds from the giant, but the giant also takes considerable wounds from her.
Okay, so I take. So it's 2d8 plus 5. Let me roll that.
She's got a 10-foot reach?
Well, no, she only has a 10-foot reach with that specific attack.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I have to. The way that works is that I have to hit one person, hit a second person, and then be within 10 feet of a third person.
Ah, okay.
So it has a bunch of conditions.
Well, I got lucky there, and I just negated her entire fucking attack with that potion.
Nice, nice.
He fucking. Alright, so then he moves forward and. Whoa.
Volume on that one just a little bit. There we go.
Okay, that's just.
Oh,
Can we stop that? Stop that.
my whole game just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that audio just freaking.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm turning it down.
Yeah, no, like that just repetitive noise just.
You can adjust the music level in your own game if you just go click on the gear, click on the audio and video.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be good. Brain just did a no go there.
It's
fuck
all,
it.
it's all
Fighting
good.
the bitch.
Okay.
Nope, never mind. Rerolling that.
Let me turn those down.
Doesn't a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit. So, how much damage is it?
That's an 8.
8 will. All right, 8 damage. She's getting down to her last legs, but she's still standing.
All right. He literally just goes, ha! Bites the back of her neck.
And she's hissing with rage as blood as you bite in hard, finding a soft spot between her armor. And that's going to be it for you, correct?
Yep, because I drank, moved, bit.
You drank, bit, and ate. Zarni, you're up. What were you going to say real quick?
I had my shield prepared. Does it not take any damage off of the attack?
Go ahead. Do you have the shield block reaction?
I do not have shield block itself, no.
Okay. Then you don't have that reaction. You need to get that from like feats or being a fighter.
Okay.
But basically what that does is raise your armor class.
Okay. At this point.
Yeah. You can get that later as you level up.
Yep. I will.
Zarni, you're up.
I mean, a rogue with shield block is kind of fucking broken.
It's cool though.
What good is carrying a shield if you can't block with it?
Helps if I turn my mic on. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just a wee bit.
So Zarni's gonna raise her arm straight out, snap her finger.
Oh!
So we're going to use the higher roll, obviously, for the damage.
Oh yeah.
On a
Plus
critical, target
the
takes
two-
double damage.
Yeah.
And 2 per dis.
So
Holy crap!
16.
All right,
So
so
that's
that's going
that's 14 damage.
No.
All right, so how does this look when you defeat her?
So she raises her arm straight out, snaps her finger, and a streak of blue fire hits her.
Nice. And as a streak of blue hits her, she raises up her axe, ready to cut down on your allies. Bleh.
Bodyguard?
Sojin, your bodyguard Sojin, but just before she can swing down, the flame strikes her and she ignites. She screams, she tries to beat the flames off of her, but then she collapses down into a bit of massive char.
I imagine the spot it hit was literally where he bit her.
You know what? I like that. So, everybody, it is now Iskander's turn.
Are we still in combat, or are we?
Yeah.
I'm giving you one
Yeah.
chance to do something before Jamandi's turn comes up.
Okay. Really quickly, y'all missed what I said in the chat. Troyka's Aldori dueling sword isn't the coolest, but it is sort of cool.
So true, bestie. So true.
Iskander, I don't even know what she can do at this point. I mean, she can't take on giants, and she knows this, so she is just going to yell at the top of her lungs, "Go, Jamandi! I believe in you!"
You know what? At this point, I think we can just go ahead and just close it out. So we're going to go ahead and clear the initiative. As after a few more moments, Jamandi,
He didn't let me use my actions to take out my cheerleader pom-poms.
No. So after a bit of back and forth, Jamandi cuts down Thurvolf, the frost giant, and she steps out from the corner, looks towards you and the rest of your group, and declares, "Finally, the situation is over. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your service today. But what exactly happened? Do any of you what did you see?"
We didn't really see much. We just heard screams down the hallway. We rushed over here as quickly as we could, cutting our way through men clad in black.
Black tier mercenaries.
Yes, your guards striping as black tier mercenaries. We gathered a few of the people who survived the attack. We checked in a few rooms before we headed over to this hall. Many people were dead. Some were still alive, and Iskander just points towards the hallway where our allies are. And some people did. Some of them did survive. We
gotta go.
rescued.
Dinner's being delivered. I gotta go to the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Doing the rest of you say, Jamandi listens intently as eventually the others move into the room.
Before I forget, she also holds up her sword, the +1 longsword. My allies found a chest hidden in the back room, filled with gold and with weapons. We took the weapons. We figured that it belonged to the Aldori. What's her family called? Is it the Aldori family or
the Aldoris?
Yeah. We figured that it belonged to the that it was Aldori family property, so we used the weapons and we left the gold behind.
Lady Jamandi, if I may interrupt, and this is Tartusio stepping up, I would like to declare that I know exactly what happened tonight. This bit of treachery that has threatened your house. And he steps forward and makes a big showy gesture and points fingers directly at Sojin. That one over there, the orc! I saw him holding a brooch that had this symbol of Patax on it. Clearly this was a trap set by Patax.
Sojin pulls out the amulet that the little man had given him earlier. You mean the amulet you gave me at the dinner? He casually just chucks it at the man's head.
Make an attack roll.
You know what? Sure.
I'll do a dagger throw then.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Improvised weapon.
So, the Tartusio actually holds up a hand and catches the brooch in mid-flight and says, Look, Lady Aldori, you saw? He had this. And he's spreading lies, claiming that I gave this to him. Clearly, this is...
And I would like to add, Iskander says, interrupting Tartuccio very loudly, that there was only one member of our party who did not assist in rescuing the others.
Him.
And she points to Tartuccio.
everyone
Everyone else here assisted in some way, but not you.
And I
You
told
did
you that I
nothing
was
while the
out of
manor
spells.
burned. You did nothing while people died around you. You did nothing while people were taken captive and assaulted. You did nothing.
You did
And
less than
everyone
nothing.
wondered
You
why
accuse
I
us
thought he was a
of treachery?
suspect.
You want to accuse my friends of treachery? We, who saved men and women of this manor? You want to do that.
Lindsay
Say it
steps,
again after you help. Say it again.
Lindsay steps forward and says, Lady Aldori, I would like to second what Iskander has said. As she said, these brave heroes came to assist me. They fought off a giant, and they worked their way through. And they could have stolen the money from your coffers, but they did not. They only took what they needed to help defend the manor. And Harem,
And I will happily relinquish it.
Harem steps forward and says, "Ugh, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Gorham will claim us all. But I can confirm that these heroes have prevented Gorham from claiming our lives for one additional day. But who knows how long it'll be before Gorham does take us all.
Life and soul of the party, aren't you?
You know, many people say that. And
Many
with that-
people have said such a thing.
Despite his
and
strange and uncaring words, he also assisted.
Tartusio
Unlike that
then
one.
says,
We
As
also,
I said, I did what I could to try to keep myself alive so that I could assist when I could. But I'm out of spells, and you forced me to come along, putting me into danger, you heartless rogues. And at this point, Lady Aldori stamps her foot and calls out, I think that each and every one of you need to stop. It's been a terribly stressing night. We were attacked this early in the morning. Tempers are high. That said, I do recognize that is a symbol of attacks. But I have no way of confirming one way or another which of you are lying. But I will keep my eye on both of you for the interim. Everyone,
That is fair.
that said, everyone, please return to your rooms. I'll have the guards make sure to redouble their efforts to keep the manor safe for the rest of the evening. We have a lot of work to do to get things cleaned up for tomorrow.
You are the lady of the house, Iskander begrudgingly says. However, she kneels down and plants the sword into the ground. This is
And-
yours, my lady.
She shakes her head. I believe that it is now yours. You did use it in defense of the manor, and it is. There are many swords like it in the in Bravoy. I can get another.
I will use
take
it
with
to
my
defend.
blessing.
I will use it to defend my allies and yours. Thank you, my lady.
And with that, Tartusio storms off in a huff, leaving the room. And
I think Zarni had something she wanted to say before we
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
sorry,
just
Zarni. Go ahead. Oh, by the way, Zarni, don't forget to click off the secret info, secret
did.
GM roll button.
I
Okay.
did.
So what were you focusing on?
I was focusing on Tartuccio to see if he actually was out of magic.
Okay. So read aura won't be able to tell whether he has magic slots left, but you can read his info to see, read him to see if he has. Let me see. Actually, focus on the target object. Opening your mind to perceiving magical auras. When casting is complete, you know whether that item is magical. Okay, so since you have to target a thing, I'm gonna say that you're basically searching his aura to see if he has anything magical on him, because
Yep.
I think that's fair.
Besides
In that
the
case-
brooch that I threw back at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brooch is magical, and obviously it does have a shield spell on it, so that was not a lie. And he has a wand that, let me see, read aura, you know whether it is magical. Okay, and so you also see that the wand that he has on his belt is also magical. Besides that, he doesn't seem to have anything else magical on him. But with that, Tertitio is going to go ahead and leave the room, leaving you alone. So once that happens, Lady Aldori says, "Before you leave, you may take what you wish from any of those," pointing to the bodies down to the south. Basically, the two Black Tears and the and Volodmira. Anything that you leave behind will be given out to the guards or sold to help resupply our armies.
Thank you, my lady. I will take anything useful.
Okay. And just to narrate what you find, Volodmira had the following items. Oh damn, I'll just type it out. Chainmail, a +1 great axe, and I'm gonna put that in the chat. 4 lesser healing potions. Jade and pearl necklace, worth 20 GP. A silver ring, worth 30 GP. And tracker's goggles.
Useful.
Okay. As far as the orc, let me find
Yeah, I'm definitely searching the orc. See what my kin has, our kin has on him. See if there's anything that we can find about the local orc population.
The orc brute has a shoddy breastplate, 3 javelins, and an orc knuckle dagger, and basically cloaks of the Black Tier mercenaries. And as far as the Black Tier mercenaries themselves, just there we go. So they have a dagger, a hand crossbow with 10 bolts. So if you need some bolts, you can take them.
Yeah.
And by the way, anybody who fired a bolt, go ahead and give me a d20 check to see if you are able to recover it, or any arrows.
That's me. You said D20.
Mhm.
4.
Okay, it's broken when you find it, so that's one off.
So, and then how many do they have on them?
These are crossbow bolts. They have 10 bolts, 10 bolts each, so 20 total. Studded leather armor, and a belt pouch with 5 silver pieces. So basically, that's 10 silver pieces total if you want to take it.
Sorry, my audio cut out there. How many bolts was that you said?
20 total.
So 20. So I'm okay.
Okay, and I just added that. Is there anything else that you want to take, or is that going to be it?
Yes, Iskander is just going to take the 3 javelins.
All right, go for it.
I say, you said there's 4 health potions there, so I say Jory takes those.
I need to use one.
Yep. Just for reference, that is.
Keep in mind that Zarni still has a first level heal spot. Actually, no, you used heal already on the giant.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have that spell. Never mind. Okay, so Troyka, was there anything that you wanted to take from the pile?
Not in particular.
Let's see. What are those tracker goggles?
I think you can check that in the.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. So, yeah, the tracker goggles. What were they do again? Oh, you.
They allow you to track better. +1 to survival checks, to sense direction and track.
Quick question:
That
Does
actually
anyone
might be good for Troyka. Granted, she's like partially blind, so meh.
Jory,
Oh,
what was
yeah.
your-
I was just asking if anyone wants the great axe. Iskander doesn't actually use axes.
Well,
Nah.
keep in mind, you might as well take it because you can sell it before you leave.
All right. I guess I'll put it in her pack.
All right, and I'll mark down the necklace and rings. But yeah, go for it. Take the goggles because the goggles are just the magic effect of the goggles.
Okay, yeah. Troyka takes them. She takes off the dark lens glasses, and she's got pretty bad cataracts, but she takes the goggles. Kind of thanks everybody.
Iskander very, very quietly giggles when she watches Troyka put on the goggles.
Troyka flinches in a way that lets you know that she heard that, but she doesn't say anything.
Gotcha. Is there anything else?
Also, I will just say that as since I flipped the token, you can kind of tell that Troyka has turned off her aura, just because it's like, it's very apparent when it's turned on, since it's like, hello, a bunch of small rocks and like globs of liquid have entered my orbit like a planet, and I think it's probably disruptive.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Personally, I think that aura rocks.
All right. So, with that said, I believe that that is going to end that encounter. So, the party returns to your room, and this time the guards stand outside of your rooms just to make sure that you're safe, and you'll be able to sleep for the rest of the night without any further issue. So, everybody, go ahead and restore your health back up to full. Give yourself 1 hero point, and this is for everyone.
Oh, actually, question: should I pair my shield, or does that save damaged?
Well, I'm assuming that you told Jamadi that it needs to be repaired, then she'll cover that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you tell Jamadi Aldori and she sends someone over to collect your shield, it'll be repaired and waiting for you when you wake up in the morning.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm just checking
anything
something.
else? Yeah, sure. Okay. So was there anything else that anybody wants to do?
Nope.
I'm tempted to go and find the little man and take my prize back, but no. The fact that he got called out for his shenanigans is more than enough for me.
Okay. So
At least we know not to trust him next time we see him.
We could have told you that earlier.
Yeah, I tried.
I mean, we rolled 2 20s, the sense motive on that motherfucker.
And no one
I thought he was
listened.
trustworthy the entire time. I thought he was going to lead us to victory in the stolen lands.
I listened. I'm just small and overlooked.
All right. So, with that said, everybody's restored health. And by the way, you're going to have to prep your spells. So go ahead and take a moment to prep your spells.
What do you
Let's
think
go
I've
ahead
been
and
doing?
take a. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
That's why I've been picking them, because I'm like, what does this one do again?
So while you're doing that, does anybody need to take a small break or anything before we continue?
I want to check my
I need
laundry.
to get some water.
Okay, so let's take a small break and then we'll continue with the next
Supper's here too, Astrid.
I already got it.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
right back.
Yep, be right back.
The mother unit
I'm
brought
gonna-
it.
I will adjust the volumes while I'm
I'll be
at it.
back shortly.
Da-da-da-da-da. Mary. Mary.
I had that song listed twice. Oh, we don't need both of them.
Blip.
By the way, I was watching some Snapcube and I was thinking about like bringing in Farmer Ted. Do you remember Farmer Ted from?
Yeah, the video just popped up my recommendation, so I just see on like the side of my screen, "Fuck it up, Farmer Ted."
Yeah, like make him an NPC. I love the top comment in that video. Like the way that she said "fuck it up, Farmer Ted" was so wistful. Like he just saved the world and is leaving.
I have important news.
Yeah.
If I win this game of Master Duel, I will have made it to Master rank with my stupid ass Trick Star deck.
I'm hoping.
The only downside is I did say that if I get this, I am going to build this deck in paper, meaning I'll have to actually make a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. IRL.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Well, I'll have a couple of months because the card release process for this game is ridiculous, and even though these cards are now in the digital game, they are not going to be in the physical game for a couple of months. Meanwhile, there are cards that just released physically in the US that we aren't getting, that we have no idea when we're getting in Master Duel because this game is stupid.
It almost sounds like you're doing like almost beta testing for the Yu-Gi-Oh! The paper cards, basically.
That's what people say the OCG is, because it's crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 3 games. It's the OCG, the TCG, and then Master Duel, because they all have different card pools.
And Speed Duel.
And Speed Duel. Speed Duels as well. Rush Duel as well. So 5 games.
Yeah, there's 2 versions of Rush Duel.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they need to spend so much time and effort balancing things, when obviously the person who's going to win is the person who believes in the heart of the cards.
While true, we can't all be
We can't all be the anime protag.
We can't all be
are we all back?
please.
What I'm getting from this is that you're actually just Seto Kaiba.
No,
Yes.
at the moment, I am Blue Angel, something that means only something to me.
So, are we all back?
Yep.
Oh, right. Actually, before we start, I had a question.
Yeah?
How do you add those, like, common actions to your sheet? Things like demoralize or...
I have no idea. I need to look that up, to be honest.
Yeah, because, like, I looked them up, and it brought me... All I could see was the legacy rules for it.
Yeah, like, I would honestly... I think that it's... you can set macro to actions for your tokens. I'll look it up between sessions and see if I can figure it out.
Gotcha.
Because that would be really good.
It would be. Yeah, otherwise I kind of just have...
Yeah, what's up?
Remember last session how I noticed he was palming a pouch? Was that pouch magical?
The pouch itself was not magical.
Okay.
But that is where he stowed the amulet.
Ah.
I'm
Gotcha.
back.
Something
Alright, so-
I keep forgetting.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Can I say another thing before we start again?
Sure.
I have gone through that fucking starting sequence in the Kingmaker video game so many fucking times. It made me so angry that I couldn't, get really outraged at Tartuccio the way I wanted to be. So, doing this for real, with an actual campaign and actual people, was just so cathartic.
I'm not even gonna lie like that. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. The way
Uh-huh.
you responded to Tartuccio, that came from the heart. That came from somewhere deep inside.
That being said, it felt a little metagamey earlier.
I mean, who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares? It's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, but in either case, did you have a question, Astrid?
Nope.
Alright, so anybody want to take care of anything, or are we ready to start?
I have my
I'm ready.
spells.
Ready to go?
Alright, so. Boom, boom, boom. So, the next day, let me just pull up the little description. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
However, if I see that
the
purple
next
little
day.
toad, I'm going to kill him.
Oh yeah, you and me both.
The next day, Lady Jamadi gathers the heroes, or excuse me, later that same day, because it's the same day still. Lady Jamadi gathers the heroes and the other surviving adventurers to the hall that you see in front of you.
Is Valerie here or no?
Valerie is here. I just didn't put her on the map yet. So basically, Valerie, Amiri, Harem, Lindsay, Tertitio, and several other people, some that you know, most that you don't, are all gathered here. I'm just not putting them all on the map.
Yep.
But basically, it's a room full of adventurers, so this is even more packed than it was originally. And once you have gathered up here, you realize that it's shocking how quickly Lady Jamadi's staff has restored the manor's Great Hall in the space of only 5 or 6 hours. Very few signs of the violence from the night before remain, and things have been mostly returned to normal. As the adventurers who survived the assault take seats at the tables, other adventurers who arrived just today settle in as well. Even with these newcomers, there are far fewer heroes in the hall than there were the previous evening, and the atmosphere is serious and somber as the lady steps in to speak, and I'll add her in just a moment. She calls out, "I would like to thank those of you who helped defeat the Black Tears last night. It's obvious someone doesn't like our plans to settle the stolen lands. Well, we're not so easily dissuaded, are we? I say no. And this morning I would like to issue formal charters to all of you to begin exploring the stolen lands and make them safe for tomorrow's settlers. The first charter we would like to bequeath goes to the group called the Iron Wraiths," she states with a wave towards a band of 4 well-armored adventurers. "The tales of your adventures, they weren't here last night, so they've just arrived today. The tales of your adventures have thrilled many Brevik nobles, and I'm excited to see what you can do with the exploration of the Glindabon uplands. Your charter is to establish a base for Brevoy there after dealing with the Tiger Lords, and then to open diplomatic relations with Patax from a point of strength." And as you look around, you see the armored soldiers walk up. They take the charters from Lady Jamadi, and as they leave the room, you notice that they have kind of a pompous look to them, like they seem serious and arrogant, almost as if they are standing up on their confidence. One of them passes by your table and looks towards your group, stops, and they say, "Hey, heroes! Don't forget to bring your stuffed animals so you don't get scared. I'll bet 30 gold," and he turns to one of his allies, "I bet 30 golds that these adventures won't last a fortnight."
Joke's on you. Our stuffed animals are going to keep us safe throughout the entire journey.
Troyka, completely ignoring this person, leans over towards whoever's sitting next to her. I guess it would be the bard at the moment,
Lindsay?
and asks, "The settlers are arriving tomorrow?"
No, I think that's more metaphor.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. Yes,
Does
after
Jethro-
hearing the stuffed animal comment, walks up close and just... Okay, give me 1 second while I try and make the sound. Okay, I can't. Never mind. he makes the death rattle that is from The Grudge. You know.
I was thinking that Yef was gonna walk over and then
Piss on them.
Right, was it right?
Oh, better.
Complete with reverb.
I mean, he is magical.
the building.
So the Iron Wraith basically walks past your table and leaves with the rest of his fellows. Lady Jamadi then calls out, "To the next charter, Baron Hannes Drelev. As per our previous discussions, your charter is one of specific importance for Bravoy. Secure the southern trade routes along the East Selen River and establish a base for merchant caravans and barges alike is of utmost importance. Hooked on Slow will be your base of operations." Hannes takes the actually, let me put Jamandi on the map because that guy shouldn't be there. Anyway, so Hannes accepts the charter and he walks out without another word. You see that he passes by your table and he has a very dour, sour look on his face. He is not happy about this, but he's not going to complain out loud. How does your party say or do anything?
No.
I'm keeping up the visual gag that Troyka is never looking the right direction for where conversations are happening, so she doesn't really pay many attention.
Fair enough.
Iskander simply nods her head solemnly towards him. Best of luck.
And he doesn't say anything. He just walks off. And next up, you see Maegor Varn, who was also at the party. "And to you, Maegor Varn, your father Androth has long been a faithful friend. Your charter assigns to you the Nomen Heights to establish a town with the Varnling host. In time, we hope to establish an Aldori dueling school there. But in the more immediate future, please, broker an alliance with the northern centaurs who roam the region. I trust you and your fellows are up to the task." Maegor smiles and accepts the charter, and as he leaves, he walks past your table, and he claps you on the shoulder, favoring Jory, actually, and looking to each of you in turn. And he says, "Hey, once your lot get established, I would love to have the chance for you to come and visit, so we can set up trade relations. Good luck, friends."
Likewise.
Good luck.
And best of luck to
You
you.
as well.
Given how you performed last night, I don't think we'll need much luck, but good luck to you nonetheless. And with that, with a swish of his cape, he turns to leave.
I like him.
What a nice young man.
And that was the name of that.
Maegor Varn. Here, I'll type it out. One moment.
So I can just put that in our
Unnaturally,
NPC
he was
And-
the unnaturally handsome man.
Yeah, the angry man was I'm going to put this down. Drelev was angry man, and Iron Wraiths, rude and dismissive party. There you go. And now, last but certainly not least, I would like to present last night's heroes, and motions for your team to come up and approach.
All right.
Iskander kneels before Jamandi.
Is this something that we're all expected to get up for?
No, well, actually, yes, because you all get up. Lindsay says, "Hey, you should go up there too. Come on, this is
Okay.
for all of us."
Troyka gets up and makes her way with everybody else. Though she is kind of she has like a sheathed dueling sword that she's kind of like using as like a
Sojin helps her across to the to stand in front of Lady Jamadi.
appreciate it.
First, I would like to thank you again for risking your lives to help defend my manor. The courage, gumption, and skill you displayed will take you far, I suspect. For your charters, we're asking you to travel to the southwest, into the region known as the Greenbelt, a swath of wildlands that includes the forest known as the Narrow Marches, and the hill country of the Camlands. We've heard that the bandits have grown particularly aggressive in the Greenbelt, and they need to be stopped before anyone can safely settle in the region. There's a small trading post in the Rossland hinterlands, 4 days to the west. Horses will be provided to facilitate your journey. I suggest that you go visit this trade post, Oleg's trading post, as your base of operations. However, be aware that this trading post has been hit particularly hard by these bandits, so they may need your help.
That was
There's
the
this issue.
Brevoy is sending a small contingent to guard it, so you will not need to remain there until you wait. Just go there, set up your base, and then venture forth. And
Yes, ma'am.
once the bandits have been dealt with, we will be ready to bequeath you more permanent charters to settle the land and establish a government all of your own. And as promised, the Aldori House and Brevoy will lend you your support. Will lend you our support. And with that, she presents each of you this charter.
Second.
Oh, no.
The what it says is underneath. If you don't want to read the text, but just a little pretty thing to look at.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. And once Tartusio accepts his charter, he says, Lady Aldori, I do not trust these adventurers, and while they're sitting there playing in the mud with bandits, I'll have the whole situation resolved. So, I suspect that you will be giving me the government of the region in no time.
Can I discreetly send a gale blast to knock his robes up off of him,
You know
up
what?
in his face?
Sure, give me a stealth check to see if you're unnoticed.
Probably gonna fail it.
I'm
Re-rolling that.
I want to set a trip string so that when he turns around to walk away, he falls on his face.
my God.
All right, so you're seeing as you do a gale blast to basically send his robes up, and he basically, since he saw you do it, he was able to keep his robes from falling over up above his head. But he gives you a sour look and he says, "These are the adventures that you think you can trust? Foolish!" And with that, he's just going to hurriedly run along, and
we
he
thought
will
we could
leave.
trust.
With my 23 crafting, did he
Nah.
trip on that string?
Give me a athletic, because crafting would be making the string, but if you're trying to actually trip him, go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you do so.
Oh, guess not.
No. So
Dang.
he steps over your foot in your trap, and then he leaves, leaving you alone.
That was petty. Called for, but petty.
And with that, once all of the charters have been received, Lady Jamadi says, and one last thing, if Tartusio actually remained behind, I would give him this, but it falls to you then. As thanks for defending the manor and for assisting me personally, I bequeath to your party a small reward. And she hands you a sack of coin with 50 gold coins inside. And
Thank you,
this
my
is
lady.
just one sack, not for each of you.
Yeah.
Oh darn!
That's 10 gold. That's 10 gold each.
Or 50 gold into the party fund.
You get 250 gold? I'm joking. I'm joking.
And with that, Lindsay says, and Lady Aldori, I would like to accompany these adventurers to the trade post. I believe that their story will be one of greatness. And besides, every party needs a bard to talk to and share stories with. And Lady Aldori looks towards your group. Do you accept to take this bard with you?
Yes.
I accept.
She had proved and helpful last night. I see no reason not to.
Why can't we have fun along the way?
And with that, Lindsay says, excellent. Then, again, I am not a fighter, so I will only be going with you to the trade post. After that, I will be there if you need assistance, or if you need me to listen out for any tasty rumors that you may find.
I'll certainly
with
turn
that-
to you for that.
And with that, Lady Aldori says, and with that, you are dismissed. You may head west to the Green Belt. Again, I do recommend that you make haste to Oleg's trade post, but with steeds, you should be able to make good time there. And with that, the market should be open by now if you wish to purchase anything. Oh, I did forget one other thing. On your steeds, there will be feed for 2 weeks, as well as 2 weeks of rations. There should be plenty of provisions to start you off on your journey into the Stolen Lands. So everybody, go ahead and add. You have 2 weeks of extra rations, and you can mark up that you all have in the party fund that you have 2 weeks of feed for 5 horses.
Hooray!
And by the way, if you notice, I added a mount to each of your character sheets, or not to your character
Ooh.
sheets, but you have in the character sheets tab where it says mounts and pets or whatever. That's added.
Sweet. I'm gonna name mine immediately.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I already have your level 2 version, so ready
you do?
separately.
Okay.
It'll unlock when you get to level 2. So
In that case, I'm gonna give them this one a less grandiose, grand name.
Yeah.
My horse is going to be called Sturgeon.
all right. And with that, you begin your adventure into the Stolen Lands. Now, the Stolen Lands is massive. And as you can see, we have the party token way up here in the top right.
Okay.
Now,
Where are we going?
yeah, well, that's where you are right now. Jamadi said that if you follow along the road within 4 days since you're riding on horseback, you'll reach Oleg's trade post.
Which
Which
is
would be...
The purple area, which is somewhere in this area. If you see
but
where
I
I'm
want to
pointing.
go. I want to go to that bird-shaped lake down there. That looks more inviting.
It's up to you where you. It's up to you where you go, but I will warn you that some areas are dangerous.
I mean, right now our goal is to reach here, and then probably deal with the bandits in this area.
Hey, what's the worst that can happen? It's like hard cut to Fangirly Cave.
Oh no, we've been hexed. Uh,
Well, okay,
So-
so there's a reason why I was doing that math there.
Yeah.
Does my character know Mystic Carriage?
No, that's the 3rd level
Okay.
ritual. You can't learn it right now.
Okay. Guess what I'm picking up at level 3? No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Hell yeah.
With the carriage.
Yeah.
With that said, you are in Brevoy, so you do have a chance to purchase supplies that you may need or to sell off anything that you don't want. So before you leave, so is there anything that you wish to do?
yeah, just
yeah.
gonna get rid of that great axe.
Okay.
And I'll get rid of those the necklace. Actually, I'm assuming that they're non-magical items, right?
Yeah, the necklaces and stuff are non-magical. You can sell them for full value. The Great Axe will get you 17 gold and 5 silver.
All right. Well, I'm gonna add that to my personal funds here. Another 50.
Hey guys,
Actually-
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta run.
So
Anyway, actually,
Trade in my. Go ahead.
you first.
Trade in my leather armor for whatever I get for it, and put on that chainmail.
okay. So that leather armor, that'll get you an additional 1 gold. So go ahead and add that to your sheet.
All right.
And I'll have you equipped with your armor in just a moment. Anyone else?
Actually, this is a bit of an embarrassing question, but like, how do you do that shift click thing where you, or how do you do that thing where you do multiple points in a
Right.
in a mission?
Okay. So you drag it with the right click. I mean,
Drag it
left
with the-
click. Left. Sorry. You
Uh-huh.
drag with the one click, and then click the other button.
Click
Basically,
the right button.
You click and hold with the left button. You move your token, and then you press a right click to make a waypoint, and then you can do like
Gotcha.
that.
Okay. And shift just makes it stay in place. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
No problem.
So, how much gold
You
did
got-
we get per person from this episode so far?
Right now, we have 50 gold in the group queue.
Group kit. Okay.
I actually have that listed in the party loot right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody should be able to see the party loop, but I only have one person able to actually affect it. Also, you could use the opportunity to hunt for rumors as well. So, if anybody would like to do that, Lindsay is going to be able to help you. So, you're going to get +2 to your check.
Actually, I'll
Absolutely.
just the gold I got from the necklace and ring. I'm gonna chuck it into the party fund there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, let's go hunt for rumors. Let's hunt for rumors.
There's one other thing. The +1 battle axe. How much does that sell for?
That got you 17 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, so add that one to the party loot.
So 17 and 5. Gotcha.
Thanks.
Where does the steed show up? I'm not finding it.
It's if you look in the characters where your character sheet is, there should be a tab for familiar mounts and summons. Here, I'll just there you go. So that should be should have popped up on your screen.
I see what you set, but I don't see it on my character sheet.
Well,
Where
it's
did I-
not. No, it's a
Yeah.
separate character.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah,
mind.
So yeah, that was my mistake for saying it was.
It's in the it's in the journal section.
The thing you
Okay.
have to understand is that Jory is not a horse.
No, but I do have train animals, so if you want your animals to learn something, I can do it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, and then you also you have specialization, so you could actually learn to get yourself a riding dog.
That's true.
What's wrong with my horse?
Well, the horse is medium or large, so it's a medium-sized horse for Jory.
Yep.
Okay, well, something to think about.
Mhm.
I'm going to teach mine to kneel down so it's easier to get on and off.
Anyway, so yeah, let's go look for rumors then. Before we head out.
Yes, we need to do that.
Let's go to me.
So that is going to be a gather information check, which is going to be either diplomacy, charisma, or not charisma, diplomacy, society, or a relevant lore check. So who would like to make that check?
I will, because I got a society of +4 at least.
Okay.
I have a diplomacy of +5.
What I'm going
Oh.
to ask is this. I'm going to go down the list of the group and see what everybody's doing before you actually head out. So besides selling and shopping. So let's start with Troyka. What would you like to do before you leave?
What are my options?
You could either look for rumors. You could basically rumors about quests or things that are going on, or maybe try to get some hints to what you might see on the road. You could also, if you want to get a hireling, you could do that. If there's any specialized supplies that you want to get, you can do that as well. Basically that sort of thing.
I guess I'm gonna look for rumors.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a diplomacy, society, or your any lore skills that you might have.
I guess I'll make a society check.
Okay, go for it.
I will live in a
Not bad.
society.
Let's see. What did you roll? Because my screen scrolled up. There we go. 19. Excellent. So that's going to get you a rumor. Give me a 1d10 roll, please.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Welcome
You're-
back.
Hey,
We're currently just doing rumor looking, selling stuff, yada yada yada.
Okay. And I know you're keeping track of rumors, so
Yep, let me get that ready.
well,
Yeah, it's on me.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Troyka's taking care of it.
Yep.
So, you overhear a few people talking, and they say, "Hey, I heard that you're heading out. Did you know that some people report that there's a unicorn that lives in the Gnarl Marches? Sightings of the magnificent creature have fallen off in recent months, but, perhaps the unicorn was driven off by the bandits." And I'm going to put that there so that you can actually see it.
I don't know. Sorry. Sorry,
Well,
Cameron's asking me something.
That's all good.
Actually, I'll ask you all. Do you think not unicorns? Do you think pastries would last outside of like a frozen pastry if it had to be if it like was out of the refrigerator for a little bit?
If
24
it's
hours.
frozen, yeah.
24 hours?
Yep.
Okay.
And if it's at a room temperature, if it's too hot, then it goes worse.
Yeah, it was at a room temperature.
Yeah, no, you should be good then.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, should be fine. That's fair.
Okay. So,
yeah,
going
okay.
down the line.
Thank you.
Jory, what are you doing?
I'll be attempting to listen for rumors at a local tavern.
Okay. So, just like before, diplomacy, society, perception, or a relevant lore skill.
Not so good.
Yeah, might get something.
15 will get you something, so give me a D10 roll, if you please.
D10.
You listen to some rumors, and you overhear a group of hunters that are speaking in hushed tones. I heard that the bandits are getting braver and more organized. There are whispers that they've got a new leader, a man who dresses in animal bones, calling himself the Stag Lord. And I'm putting it in the notes so that you can record it, Troyka. All right, moving along. Zarni, what are you doing?
I'm actually gonna go look for more supplies.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Some potions and such.
All right, like healing potions.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna always have a heal spell. I've only got
Okay.
one use of a heal spell at a time.
All right, so you can get a minor healing potions are 4 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Those are the cheapest variety. You could also buy lesser healing potions for 12
For 12
gold
Gold.
pieces.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of that.
Also, for my notes, Troyka, did you add the 3 healing potions to your inventory? Or were they just still floating?
They're still floating.
Still floating.
Yeah, you guys may want to divide who's getting the potions because
Okay.
that'll be important in combats.
Yeah. How many
Right.
how many potions do we have between all of us?
I got 4.
So
in
four?
that
I have 3 lesser on me.
Yeah, I picked up the 4 in that last combat.
Were they minor or lesser?
Lesser.
Okay.
Yeah, you gave us lessers. This
Could Iskander take a couple?
okay, so that
Yeah.
means I was gonna say there. So we still have 3 floating then.
Yeah. So now I'm down to 2.
And I guess but we'll divide up those last 2 lessers. We'll make it so I guess 2 lessers. I'll toss one of my lessers into that floating 3 so that Troyka can have 2 and Zarni can have 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So everybody has 2 potions.
Okay.
2 lesser.
All right, give me just 1 second because I'm just gonna plump them in now.
Yep.
I have to figure out how to do that.
If I could offer a suggestion,
Yes.
this is mainly for Zarni. That's 60 gold pieces. If you're willing to spend 60 gold pieces, you could get a first level wand of heal, which means that you would have a daily use of the heal spell that you don't have to spend your spells for.
How much was it?
60 gold pieces.
I don't
We have
have
a-
that.
Yes, we do. We have 117 gold at the moment from the party funds.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
Uh,
So you're the one that would have to use it because you're the only one with spells. But yeah,
So that's 60 gold flat, you said?
60 gold flat.
All
And
right.
the way it works is that it works like you're casting a spell. So you could cast it as a 3-action to make it an AoE spell that heals big time. So basically, like, you could use it in combat to heal somebody in a hurry, or you could make it a 3-round action to heal everybody in a burst,
Okay.
like outside of combat. So,
Could you plunk it into my thing? Because I can't find it in the thing.
Sure. Yeah, I'll add it to your sheet.
Thank you. Because I couldn't
problem.
find it.
All right, so I will add as an inventory item. Anybody else? Or so
I was
you're
gonna
looking for supplies. So, Sojin.
go listen for rumors. As look around the bakeries, using my own cooking skill. Jokingly, I say, using my cooking lore to talk with the chefs and see what's the food of the land, if you will.
Go for it.
Oh, baby!
Damn.
Yay!
The chef can talk.
Okay, I just added to your sheet.
Woo!
All right, so you got a 24. Okay, so you get 2 rumors. So roll d10 twice, if you please.
All right. 10 and 7.
All right, 10 and 7. So on a 10, you heard one person say, "Hey, I had an old friend, had a brother, a traveling wizard who went missing in the Stolen Lands a while back. His spellbook is probably just rotting away in the underbrush in some monster's lair. Shame, really." So I will put that down. And 7, you said, right?
Yep.
So, did you hear that there was also a band of evil monks and priests of the goddess of hatred, extortion, and spite that once lived on the north shore of Tuskwater? I bet there are still cultists out there and that they're behind some of the rise and bandits. So, be careful out there. And I'm going to put that in the chat.
Yep.
Alright, so, Iskander? You're the last one?
I have a bit of an odd request. First off, are there any temples to any gods in this city?
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
What temples to what gods?
I can actually tell you that. Give me a moment. Let me pull it up.
Mhm.
Bravoi. Here we go. Or Restov, rather. So,
Mhm.
Restov has temples to the gods of Calistria, Caden Kalen, Everstil, Gorum, Milani, and Pharasma. I will put that in the chat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm just gonna look those gods up really quickly.
Sure. So I'll come back to you while you're looking that up. So everyone else, you've spent about an hour or so making sales, hunting for rumors, and it's about 10 in the morning now. Lindsay is excitedly waiting on her little pony, ready to come with you on your adventures. What are the rest of you doing?
All right, time to get moving.
Attempting to get on the horse without spooking it.
Sojin just politely puts his hand on the horse. There you go, lass. Let her ride you. She ain't gonna kill you. Jeff ain't gonna bite your ass off.
Yep.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Winnie's motherfuckerly.
And the rest of you?
And it's, well, of course, Sojin gets up on his horse and just ready to roll.
Well, I have the skill, so I get on the horse too and ready to go.
Okay. Pharasma.
Wait, is animal handling not a skill anymore? Is it just survival?
It's a skill. At least
Oh,
it's listed under mine. Character traits.
Iskander.
Mhm.
I know what Iskander's going to do. She's going to go to the Temple of Milani.
Okay.
Now, another question. she wants to pray for guidance from the god Milani, but she doesn't know anything about religion. Could she use her diplomacy to ask a priest or priestess to, do it on her behalf? Pray
You
for her
certainly can.
guidance?
And
Right.
you're actually going to get a +2 in this roll because they're very happy to have someone who's so respectful as to ask for their help. So
Right.
make your roll. 19 will do it. Of course, I'd be glad to lend you me blessings. What would you be asking for?
I don't know. I don't know what blessings a goddess like Milani could give. So just pray for our good fortune on the journey. Pray
A
for
general blessing then, and as an
yes.
adventurer as well. Then I shall do what I can to lend you my aid, and ask Milani to be giving you blessings.
I will try
You'll
to honor
find
her
too.
on the journey as well.
I've no doubt. Be well, and may Milani watch over you, and may you overcome despair to seize victory even in the darkest of days.
We will try.
And with that, the party reconvenes. It's now going back to that scene earlier, 10 in the morning. Are you ready to continue on your way?
Yep.
One quick question. When you started all this, you said in addition to doing shopping and turning in armor, was I able to pick up enough rations for the trip?
Oh, Lady Jamadi's already covered that. You have an extra 2 weeks of rations and 2 weeks of feed for your horses.
Yes, but is it enough for a halfling?
Yes.
I mean, I hope.
She would have took that into account.
Okay. Because we can't forget second breakfast and luncheon and noontime and
That would be a crime. But okay, so
let's go.
all right, so following along the roads. Now, this is how Hexploration works. The part in the purple in the top right has already been explored, so you won't need to do that. But since you're riding on horses, you'll be able to cross 2 hexes in a day. Instead, basically, you can cross 2 hexes in a day without needing to do anything else if you're just traveling. But you could also explore a space as one of your actions. So, in other words, you have 2 actions per day, and one of those is to move from a hex to hex, and the other one is to reconnoiter to explore an area to see if you can find any adventures or anything that you would like to perhaps look into or quest into later.
So we lose a day of. So we lose a day of travel in exchange for fully understanding the area.
Well, it's not that you lose a day of travel, because ordinarily you have to spend the day. If you were on foot, you would have to spend the day to get to a place, spend a day to explore it, and then, because you do have horseback, you can, within the same day, move to a space and then explore it. Now, this, of course, assumes that it's an open space. Mountains and forests take a little bit more time, but thankfully you don't have to do that right now.
Okay.
All right, so where does the party wish to head?
In the direction we need to go.
All right.
The outpost.
Yep. So that's going to be on your first day of travel. You head to the west and you end up in Nevatka's Crossing. Nevatka's Crossing, you are told, and what you discover, is the southernmost villager in the Rossland and the very last village in Brevoy. It is basically a frontier town full of hunters, fishers, and trappers. The village itself is surrounded by a wooden palisade and is set on the northern east bank of the Shrike River. A low bridge allows access over the river to the wilderness to the south. The southwestern side of the bridge being fortified by well-defended guard towers. The people you find are sturdy, down-to-earth, and they possess a kind of a stunted sense of humor. Serious to a fault, almost. Slightly more suspicious of visitors than what you would call the South. So, if you wish, you can stop in for the night, or you can continue moving. If you attempt to keep moving, then basically you can do this a number of days equal to your Constitution modifier. But basically, if you do that, then once you go past that, then you become exhausted. So what would you like to do?
It's bad. Do any of us have plus or like no bonuses to Constitution?
I have a 1.
I have a 3 is my best stat.
I mean, no, just
wow.
we're just looking at Constitution here.
Yeah,
My
just
con is
Constitution.
2.
Oh, that's pretty good. Jory, what's your Constitution?
The modifier or the full?
Yeah.
The modifier.
The modifier.
It's 1.
Okay. So it looks like we can get, in an emergency, we can get 1 extra day's travel, or
Yeah.
1 extra hex of travel at night. But I don't think that we need to do that tonight. Let's just rest and relax.
It
Well, we
would be
still can.
unwise.
Mhm.
It would be unwise to do that.
Yep.
Unless necessary.
Mhm.
It's just something to keep in mind for later.
Okay.
Yes.
So, a day passes, and it is now Star Day, the 12th of Frost, as you continue your next part of your journey. So, it's now a new day, and now we're entering unknown territory. So, you guys are in control of your token, so you have 2 actions that you can take immediately. Would you like to continue on the road to where you're going?
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and move your token.
Boink.
As you head in that space, since it is open terrain, off to the west, in the very next hex, you can see the outlines of what appears to be a waterfall out in the distance. Now, if you wish, you can spend a day reconnoitering this space to see if there are any resources there, or you can just keep moving.
Actually, really quick question. Did we, figure out, a general distance to where the Greenbelt is? Could we say generally on this map where it is? Like, is it over here?
Well, literally the green belt is this forest, is what they're talking about.
Yeah, the green belt is this area here.
It's just this area right here?
That's where
Okay.
it starts and it heads all the way south.
Well, basically, Jamadi told you that the green belt is a region that's to the southwest. So it's like an area in somewhere in this region, including the forest. But
And,
she suggested that you head west until you reach Oleg's trade post, so that you have a home base.
Yep.
Which
We're still going to do that. I just wanted to get a good idea of where it was, just so that, we had a good idea of how much distance we had to cover.
my thought is, it's at worst, it's probably this hex right here that the outpost is at, because that's the last bend before it heads back north, and so it seems like the most logical place for that to be.
I was just saying, I was just going to ask, do you all want to explore this waterfall? Looks pretty.
Well, the waterfall is the next space over.
Oh, next space over? Okay.
Yeah, basically the question is, do you want to explore this space that you're on, or do you want to keep moving towards the waterfall? Basically, when you're within 1 space of a place that isn't hidden, I will tell you what it is. If it is hidden, I'll ask for secret rolls. If it's secret, then you won't be able to find it until you unlock it. So basically, you don't have to explore anything that. The only time you have to explore space is if you want to populate it when you get to your kingdom. But right now, you're far away from that, so you don't have to worry about that yet.
Yep.
Okay.
So, do you want to move forward, or do you want to explore that space that you're on? And this is a party decision.
I say we go forward and check out that waterfall.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm also fine with this.
Jory? Grumpy?
That's fine. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's go.
So go ahead and move to the next space. So
And
you camp down for the night, and the next morning, so it is now the 13th. You can use your first action to explore. So would you like to do that?
Certainly. What does that roll?
Yeah.
Since it's not a secret area, you don't have to roll on this one. what you discover, and you can put this down. I have the dot. You should see the dot when you move your token. Do you see where it says RL4?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, that is Crooked Falls, which is a space where the Shrike River cascades over a series of waterfalls here, each of which drops down 10 to 30 feet in all. There are 5 cascades over the course of a mile. The Crooked River tributary flows into the Shrike at approximately the midpoint of the series of waterfalls. These cascades make the Shrike River a poor choice for trade between Brevoy and the south, so river trade usually flows along different charters. But you never know. There may be things secret that may be hidden on the waterfalls. Of course, climbing down the waterfalls may be a difficult venture.
Yeah, that seems unnecessary at this point.
Something for another day. Something to
And-
once we have minions, we could send people there, but
Minions.
that's another day.
The yellow guys?
And by the way, I just posted this for so that you can see it.
What? You mean you're not one of my minions, Sojin?
I said
Also-
more minions.
Also, now that
Expendable minions.
you are there, the party sees what appears to be a structure towards the south. A little bit off the path, but let me see. Oh, I have to put it on the GM layer. Let me just post that. There we go. Nope.
Where? I was gonna say the Crooked Falls. Where does that show up?
That's underneath your
RL4.
token.
Okay, you didn't. Okay,
Here,
the token. Oh, crap,
Yeah, see the tokens on. See where it says RL4.
Right, I thought you linked to something and you just.
No, I
typed it in
posted in the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there is something to the south if you wish to adventure forth along the river, basically getting off the road temporarily. Up to you. Or you can continue along the road towards Oleg's.
As much as I would love to go exploring, I say we move forward.
To Oleg.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, like,
Does Oleg have a sauna?
if not, we will get one made.
All right, so go ahead and move yourself then.
Would that be the right place to move us, or would
Yep, that would be correct.
Alright.
And by the way, you've now reached the Roslyn hinterlands. So, you spend the night resting, and I'm going to need somebody to roll a d20 check to see if you get a random encounter.
All right. Let's have our lady do the deed. Astrid.
Astrid's on the floor cleaning out her fridge.
Okay,
Alright,
I'll roll for you then. 16.
Well, that's
six.
16?
6. No random encounters for the day.
Oh.
So you spend the day resting, and you can move along. So,
Okay.
next day comes. Where does the party go?
On to the next tile.
You want to go straight across or down one?
And also, it is
Here,
now the
down here.
You mean here?
Yeah. Did we want to just zigzag across the map or
I mean, we kind of. It's
straight
easier.
line it?
Well,
Yeah, we're going along the
since-
road. There's a road that we're following.
Well,
Okay.
since it's open plains, it doesn't cost you any extra. Like the roads are mainly there for the ritual that Astrid wants to use.
Oh.
So and if you build a road through like forest or whatever, then it's easier to move through the forest. So it won't make a difference right now since you're on open plains.
Well,
cat
still,
girl.
it's still the easiest way to go straight across. Anyway.
Okay.
So, once you reach there, towards the south, your scouts see something on the map. You see what it looks like a small settlement in the distance, in the open plains. You could venture there and see what's there if you wish.
Well, in this case, I think that that case, yes, that would be worth looking at. You know, this might be Oleg's for all we know.
So, is that where you wish to use for your second action?
Sure.
All right, so go ahead and move yourself. All right, it is now the 14th, and a day passes. You can spend some time exploring the space. So is that the first action you wish to take?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. That was RL2. So you spend that time exploring the space, and once you do so, you find that what you've discovered is, and I'm going to put this in the chat so that you can see it for the mapper. You see what looks to be that it's not so much a settlement as it is a hut in the middle of the in the middle of this region, the hinterlands. And once you approach, you find that inside of the hut, and there's few small buildings around, but it looks to be like a hut owned by an older man by the name of Balkan. And also, you find that Balkan is that you smell like the smell of like chemicals and alchemicals wafting in the air above some of the buildings. And as you approach, an old man steps out of his hut and greets you. Greetings! I didn't expect to find visitors here. I am Bakken, and welcome to my hut and laboratory.
Laboratory.
And
Indeed.
this is
Why,
where
I have a black lab at home. I'm joking.
Laboratory
My
go
character
boom.
didn't actually say that.
Indeed. What brings you here to my hut?
Oh, we were looking for Oleg's
Trading post.
Trading post.
trading post.
Oh,
And
you're not
we saw this building here and wondered, oh, could this be it?
Nope.
Because we were given very, very general direction.
well, I can give you specific directions. The Oleg's is not too far from here. Do you have a map on you? Of course you do. If you give me a map, I can mark it on your mark it for you.
Sojin unfurls the map.
And he points to a region not too far to the northwest-ish from you, and marks on the map.
Called it.
That there is Oleg's trade hut. I actually go there once or twice a month to sell potions. Though, if you're in the mood for potions, I do have a few on sale. Actually, you're adventurers, aren't you? You're not here
Yeah.
just... Oh, grand. Well, if you wish, I do have some need of assistance. You see, what makes my potions sell is a little addition that doesn't change the properties of the potion, but makes them a lot more palatable to the taste. Have you heard of fangberries?
Let me see if I recall that.
This
Would that
is
be
a
it?
nature check or a relevant lore for like
Cooking lore.
cooking lore will work. Yes.
Does a 16?
16 will do it. Fangberries are basically berries that grow on plants that are known because they have a they grow on very thorny branches, so they're difficult to manage if you don't know how, and they can cause a lot of like if you do it without equipment and knowledge, then you can cut yourself on the thorns really badly. There is a the secret to the deliciousness is fangberry juice, and I happen to be running low. There's a thicket about 55 miles to the southwest or so, I'm pointing out in the general direction. And if you're willing to go, I will pay you for a basket of fangberries.
wouldn't be too bad.
No.
We'll certainly consider it.
Now, where's that he marked out? You marked it. That's R3.
No. RL3 is something else. I'll tell you that in a minute. But here I'm gonna put. So this is the quest gathering fangberry. So who's the quest marker? Who's recording quest?
Not me.
I'm recording the map.
I think it was you, Sojin.
Sorry, you were saying my audio cut out.
You're recording quest, right?
Yep, I already wrote that down. Fangberries for Boken.
There you go. So there you go. And Excellent, excellent. So, I do need that for you, and I can actually tell you where to go to get that if you are willing to. And with that, let me just look at my map because I do have that. There we go.
I was asking, was
There it
that
is.
RL3 that you marked?
No. I'm getting to that. Give me a moment.
Okay.
So, he points down to the southwest, which is over here at GB18. So I'm going to post that for the map. Boom. See that?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if that was any closer, then we could go rush and do that right now. But
Okay,
But
JB18.
you do see while you're exploring. I'll tell you after this scene, after this roleplay scene. So then he says, "Grand, I will be very, very appreciative, and if you can do this for me, I'll gladly give you a discount on my potions for a month. In addition, if you wish, instead, I could give you any 3 of the potions that I have in stock for free. Your choice."
Why don't we see how difficult the harvest is first?
Well,
Of course.
we'll make the call when the time comes. But yes, knowing our path will probably take us down that direction. We will bring them when we can.
Excellent. I'm very happy. That said, would you, and looking over to Troyka and to Zarni, who have been quiet for the most part, would any of your group care for potions? I currently have healing potions of various stripes, potion of fire resistance, and I've just brewed up some cold resistance potions just this morning.
It could make use of cold potion.
Healing. What were the potions again? Healing and
minor healing. He has 2 minor healing potions, 2 lesser healing potions, a moderate healing potion, a lesser potion of fire resistance, and a lesser potion of cold resistance. So I will put that in the chat so that you can see what his current stock is.
Okay. I'll take the 2 minor.
Okay. That would be 4 gold pieces each.
Okay. Inventory, 4
4
gold pieces.
So total 8.
4.
I was gonna say, did you want to pull that from the party funds?
Eh.
Alright.
Also, if you're curious about the cold resistance, because I think I heard Troyka say that, that's 45 gold pieces.
Never mind.
Ouch.
That seems. It was,
Again, if you really feel like the need, we do have 57 in the party fund.
I don't feel that
not-
much of a need.
Right. I'm just saying, if you
Iskander jokingly offers Troyka a blanket.
Alright.
Before we go, though, Iskander's actually going to ask Spock a serious question.
Sure.
How have you ever seen adventuring parties fan out here, trying to conquer the Stolen Lions as we are? And if so, when was the last time?
Not in my lifetime, but I have heard rumors in the past that adventuring parties have attempted to conquer the Stolen Lands and have failed or have fallen to ruin. As a matter of fact, there is a fort not too far from here, pointing to RL5. There's a fort, a fort not too far from here that is just abandoned. I don't know who tried to who built it, but it's just there. Oh, also, you did actually remind me of something. I have seen things scuttling down towards the south, pointing to RL3. I have seen merchant parties that have come in looking for supplies that passed by but never came back. So, if you're looking for something, you might be able to find something there. Though, it is a danger, most likely, but I've seen things scuttling in the dark.
When he says scuttling in the dark, is he referring to where the merchants went?
He explains. Well, sometimes I do venture out to find ingredients for my potions. Which are only for the strongest. And when I go there, I see things moving in the darkness as I venture forth, so I dare not go too far, especially in my old age.
Sure. Question mark.
Yeah.
Iskander's just writing stuff down in a notebook as he explains this. Alright. Thank you for your time, Mr. Balkan. We may have need of you again.
Well, I'll always be here. Enjoy yourselves.
We'll appreciate your service. And
Okay.
best of luck out here.
And with
Is
that,
that is that all 2 hexes for today, or did we just do one?
well, you only did one, so you have another action. But real quick, this is out of character. If after you build a kingdom, you build this is an important one. If you build a settlement here, then Balkan's Hut would give you a free alchemy lab in that settlement.
Good
Gotcha.
to know.
Yeah.
So basically, you can keep the notes of that. All right, so you have one action remaining. Where would you like to go? But just to remind, and actually before that, Troyka, was there anything that you wanted to say to Balkan before? And I'm going to ask everybody before we move on.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Dot.
No, I said no.
Oh,
Okay,
I
we
didn't
didn't
hear
hear
you.
you. Okay. With that said, just to remind, Balkan said that Olegs is here in RL1, and he also mentioned that there's something strange going on to the south at RL3. So you have one action remaining. What would you like to do?
Shall we go south and check out the strange thing?
I think so. Would we have enough time to camp out after we inspected whatever the heck's going on there?
Well, you wouldn't be able to fully explore it today unless you wanted to push your effort. Remember, you can, since the lowest Constitution modifier is +1, you can push once without penalty.
Yeah. I don't think that we need to do that yet.
No.
Okay, so do you want to move to the south, rest,
Hold,
and then...
hold.
What?
What?
What? Dot?
I think that's doing something. I guess I hear. And
Hi. Something very funny happened.
Okay.
no problem.
Would you like to explain? Or
Nope.
okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So the question was
Fuck y'all.
Wandren was asking if you'd like to go south to explore the thing that Balkan saw, if you want to continue on your way to Olegs.
Oleg.
I mean,
Okay. So
That's my vote.
It's
Sorry.
listing over here. There are things that bump in the night, apparently.
yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and move your.
wait. So what's the vote?
Let's investigate.
All right. So that's 3-2. So yeah.
Wait, I didn't even vote.
Oh, I thought you said yeah.
Well, what's your vote?
I do say that we I guess always going to recommend that we work on the main objective first. But
So that's 3 against 3?
That's 2 against. That's 3 against 2-4. Because it was
What?
Jory.
Hold on. Can we just put in chat what we voted for?
That yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you lost me on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Sojin says to Oleg. So we have 1 and 1. 2 and 1. All right. Olegs it is.
Yep. Okay.
So we move.
Sure, Lex.
So we go that one.
Okay.
Yep.
So you spend the day. It is now the 15th. and you can move on to the next day.
To Oleg.
And now we arrive at Oleg's.
Okay, and there is no need to explore, but you make it to Oleg's, and once you've arrived, let me just take you to the map. Boom. All right. Go ahead and move yourselves. I have to do it for everybody, huh? Give me a second.
It is pitch black.
Give me a
Indeed.
second. Give me a second. Oh, right, because we don't have your tokens down. So give me a second, and I'll do that for everybody.
Sounds
Why
good.
are you in here, Mary?
To bother you. Mary can't talk like a human, so I'm answering for her.
She's being a brat. Per
Oh,
usual.
she talks a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so can everybody see now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Down.
There's a big
Okay.
gate.
Yep, give me 1 second. I need to pull up the description for the gate. Oleg's. There we go. So, once you arrive, Oleg's trading post represents the true beginning of your journey according to what you were told. It is a trade post that has a large palisade around, or a large wooden wall surrounding the entire structure. A large gate is currently closed as you arrive towards the end of the day. And once you do so, you see a small bell to the side, basically telling you that. By the way, can everybody see? Because I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anyone.
I see so far.
I mean, yeah, we just see the bloody
1, 2, 3,
chunk
4.
of shit in front of us.
We see the wall and the gate.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
making sure
Nothing
that
behind
everybody. Is there anybody that I didn't add to the map? Because it looks like I'm missing someone.
I added
Our
One,
Jeff.
NPC.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Our
That's
NPC.
everybody.
Yeah.
The Hobbit, or not the Hobbit.
Yeah, Lindsay.
Bard.
The halfling.
1, 2,
Lindsay the halfling.
Oh, I was right.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. You're okay. You're okay. I'm silly. Okay. So once you arrive at the gate, there is a little bell by the door and a sign that reads "Ring me."
Before I forget, what happened to Valerie? Did she join someone else's party?
Valerie is actually. Valerie said that she was going to be coming to the fort on the with the troops that were coming to defend it later. So she's
Gotcha.
not. Oop, didn't mean that two of her. So she'll be coming to this post later.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so there's a small bell outside that says "Ring me."
I still see no reason not to. Should we ring it?
Why not?
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, and once you do, after a moment, the gate opens, and once you do so, you see a woman. Once you're allowed inside, and you can come on in, you see a woman who is currently manning like a contraption up at the top that opens up the gate. And once you step inside, you see a pair of humans, one older man and one older woman, who are currently looking to welcoming you to the post.
I don't see the guy, but
You should. He's right in front of you.
I said I only see him.
Well, that's because the other one is up top. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay, I thought you said there was another person.
There.
My bad.
Hold on. Do you not? Okay, I see what it looks like. That you.
Like I can see the lady up here.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like that it was blocked off because of the wall. So that because of the light. So that's my bad.
Oh yeah. All good.
That's because she's on the second floor.
No.
Wow, they have a catapult.
So once you get there, you see the two figures that open their arms and welcome you towards the trading post. And once you arrive, they say, the man says, friends, I take it you're the group that was going to be coming here from Restov. Am I correct?
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Iskander.
you've come at a bad time, I hate to say, because tomorrow is the tax day.
Tax day.
And the woman calls out, "Don't talk around the bush, husband. Just tell them what you mean." And Oleg grinds his teeth and says, very well, wife. She is right, though. You see, there is a problem that we've come to discover. You see, bandits have started coming to this fort for 2 months' time and have been demanding a tax. All of our furs and all of our food that we've acquired, threatening to burn us down. And they always come on the 16th, tomorrow.
Well then, I'm glad we chose to make haste here then.
Very good thing that we did. You are absolutely right.
If you're here if you're here by will of the Aldori, would it be possible for you to drive them
Yes.
off? Just like that?
I mean, it is our current charge to set base here and then clear out the green belt is what we were charged with.
Charter was very clear that we have to eliminate bandits as we explore the stolen lands.
And we were asked to set up shop temporarily here until our task is done.
Well, that's excellent then. Then we'll be glad to lend our assistance to you and your group, whatever we may do. But and then the woman calls out, "Husband, before you start swearing to be an adventurer, swinging swords and all that, remember your promise to me. We were just married. You can't be getting yourself killed. Adventurers, would it be possible for you to remain in hiding in one of these buildings? My husband and I can welcome them inside for their tax, and then you can come out and do what you need to do."
I mean,
This is a good plan. This is a good plan in general, but before we do that, could you tell us more about them? Just like about
How many they usually bring?
Yeah, how many do they normally bring?
At that, Oleg is looking over towards Zarni and Troyka, who have been quiet this conversation, and say, "Are you two okay?"
Yes. I do not speak unless it's necessary.
that is why I am here. I'm the idiot who does the speaking.
Well, very well then. Then yes, you wanted to know about You wish to know about the ones that come here. Is that correct?
Yes,
That's
we
right.
wish to know what we are most likely to be facing.
Well, and the woman first. First, I am Svetlana. I am Oleg's wife, and I would like to tell you that as far as the numbers, the first time they came 2 months ago, there were about a dozen of them. 10 criminals led by a cloaked man with a bow and a woman who carried 2 hatchets. The woman did most of the talking, I remember. Isn't that right, Oleg? Mm-hmm. The month after that, they came with fewer people, and I believe it was maybe it was just the hooded man, and accompanied by a small number, 6 or so. So that's how many they come. They usually come here at the crack of dawn, just as the light peters over, and then they make a rush to leave. So I think they must have a base somewhere close by. We've just not been able to discover where.
One other question, my lady.
Of course.
Do you, these bandits, are they the sort that you think are irredeemable? Or could they be put to good work, a good, honest work later on? Or basically, should we spare them?
Oleg spits upon the ground. The way they talk and the way they act. claiming that the stolen lands are theirs and claiming to be the true lords of this region that should tax us all. Honestly, I wish to leave a message for the bandits. Put them on stakes on the outside so that... And Svetlana says, husband, we are not those kinds of people. Though, if the adventurers think that would be best, we certainly could. Though that seems gross.
Iskander is just kind of her lip is sort of twitching upward, like she's amused in some way by his words.
Troyka has the same 1,000-yard stare she always has.
Just so you know,
it is a miracle she is even facing the right direction.
just as a warning, in maybe a few months' time, we could be taxing you as well. We wouldn't extort you as these bandits apparently are, but
It would be a fair tax.
yeah, and also we're. Anyways, this is all. Hold on, I sort of lost my train of thought. This is me out of the character right now.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
What in Oleg? What in your opinion would be a fair tax for a ruling body to charge you to help defend the area and improve the trade route?
Well, to tell it true, as long as you are willing to actually do something good and improve the land, then I think that would be a fair tax. The truth be told. So, if that's what you wish to do, then I would certainly be in approval.
Your trouble then isn't with a tax necessarily, but with the bandits taking it and then drinking it away.
Exactly. Especially since they've threatened to burn this place down that she and I have built up with our own two hands.
Can I?
It would also fall on us to help you defend this place if it came to that as part of that taxation. So it would still be a very fair return.
Well, again, I would have no problems. If you seem the type that are so willing to help us out, then I imagine that you won't tax us without offering nothing in return. And Lindsay pipes up, all these adventurers are the finest people that I've ever met. I promise you that if they come to rule this land, they will be great heroes. In fact, just imagine, this will be the page 1 of a book about their adventures.
You said that about the other night, but Zarni.
Well, page 2 then. Just imagine, trouble at Oleg's.
Be a very
That's not a
large
good chapter, doesn't it?
Zarni?
Okay. Can I take a look, like, as we were maybe walking around outside and inside, see what's the word I'm looking for? Fertile ground for, like, crops, and if they have, like, a composting setup?
Yes, you can make a perception check to do so. Okay. Because I'm assuming that you're walking around during the conversation, so feel free to make a check.
Can
17?
Yeah.
Okay, 17 will be enough. You don't have to reroll. You do find that the outpost was set up as basically as a trade post. And so while it's on really good land that could be used for a farm, it seems that the pair have decided to turn the land more into like a shop. Into a really good place for a shop. Basically, if you decide to build a settlement here, you would get a free general store resource.
Okay.
In addition, the Oleg's trade post because it has really good land, you find that in the surrounding area would be really great for farmlands or for basically general work shops. It doesn't have any access to like water for fishing or whatever, but that's fine. But you also discover that there is a several bottles of like oil that could be used if you wish to defend the to defend this place. Basically, oil for like grease for slipping or to create flammable spaces.
Because that's the
Actually,
other use for compost, because if you think about it, compost is a natural biological warfare agent. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, there is a stable, so I suppose there would be a compost pile.
All that horse shit got to go somewhere.
True.
Iskander's actually going to ask, do you have a well within these walls for drawing water?
Yes, we do.
We'll want
I
to
feel
secure
like
that.
I feel that as well. A good precaution, since they threatened to burn down this whole outpost, is to draw many buckets of water and distribute them throughout the walls, so that you can instantly toss them at any flames they might attempt to start. Let's see, what else could we do? Are there any other ways that we can help prepare for this upcoming fight? Is there any way that you think that we can keep it from becoming a fight?
Well, truth be told, if you don't send the hooded man packing, Oleg says, preferably in a body bag, I would say, or not in a body bag, because we have to think about preferably in a stack. Then he'll just come back with more people the next time. So I would prefer if you dealt with them.
Oh, deal with them they can.
Mm-hmm. Because they've been harassing us for 2 months, and I don't trust them to behave themselves and to keep to their word about like not burning down this place. Once they tire of us, exactly.
Right. And like I was saying before, are there any? I noticed that there's some drums of oil that you have around. Are there any other barricades or any other defenses you could help us prepare?
Well, we do have hunter's traps around. If that you think that would help, we have supplies. If you can know how to build things on your own.
Let our master of distractions set to work on that.
All right. I'll set a couple of caltrops and spike snares.
Can I set a couple, like, use some of the dung and stuff and make, like, stink traps?
Let's see. Let me take a look. What is there for stink trap?
I don't know if that's what it would be called, but...
Basically, you want to make, like, a trap that could, like, sicken if, like, maybe like a bomb?
Yeah.
Or, I'll say sure. You could make, with a crafting check, if you spend the day prepping, you can make a, like, basically a stink bomb to, like, give the sicken condition.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead.
While she does not speak for everyone, Troyka will say that she is against using the manure as a weapon.
Well, it's a good thing you're against it, because look at my roll.
Yeah. It's for the best that we...
Well,
it's for the best that we don't use a stink bomb here in our to-be subjects trading post.
Yeah.
She just says that she finds it dishonorable.
That being said, caltrops...
Also dishonorable. Well, I mean, not as bad, but still bad.
Question, do you have any spare caltrops on you?
I'm sure we have some in the storehouse. We do sell to wanderers and merchant groups that pass by on their way to Brevoy.
We send to Wandrens as they pass by.
Yeah, I bought all of them. Sorry, there's no more left.
Of course you did.
Delicious. Yum, yum, yum.
I'll spend some time crafting some spike snares and caltrop snares.
Okay. So I'll tell you when to make your roll, but let's finish the roleplay scene first before you make your day's preps. So, Svetlana calls out, "Adventurers, do you have any other questions? Any ways that we can help?"
Is there anything else that you can offer us? Anything else that you, or not? Anything else you can offer us to help us in this upcoming fight?
Oh, no, well, we wouldn't really be able to help ourselves, but if there's supplies that you need to make your own preparations, we would help with that.
Thank you very much. And this goes without saying, but the two of you do whatever you must to keep safe during all this. I don't want either of you to get hurt.
And Oleg calls out, got a question for you. Would we be able to... And then Svetlana cuts him off. No, we are not going to join the fighting. But, again, I think that... And she steps down. She heads all the way around until she comes down to the steps. If we are not out here once they arrive in the morning, they'll be suspicious of something. But if you think it would be best, we could either one of us or both of us could hide inside and let them come in. Just leave the gate open so they can walk right in.
One other question.
I do believe that, real quick, I do believe that you should remain in hiding until you're ready to attack.
I believe that is the right decision too. Now, is there a way that we can shut the gates behind us so that they can't escape?
Well, the gate lever is just up there, motioning to the place that she was standing at. So if someone could hide up...
Yeah.
I will man that.
Exactly.
Keep in mind that that space is 10 feet up. So whoever's going to be up there is not going to be in melee range, if that matters.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Where am I going?
Basically, you would be up here, where I'm clicking.
Sweet. I can't move myself. That's weird.
Where was it? Okay, that, yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take it? Okay.
Makes sense.
Yep. Have Yef just hiding, I mean, hell, you could just have basically be turret and have Yef run around doing things.
Yeah.
Svetlana, I recommend that you hide while this is all happening. Oleg, I'll need you to be the face to draw them in. You don't need to be near the gates necessarily. And as soon as the fighting starts, retreat. Just go into hiding. You're not here to fight, we are.
Not a problem.
Of course.
All right.
Is there anything else that we need to cover?
I don't believe so.
Just
Then
between
let's
you
get to
and...
work.
All right, so I'm gonna help with those crafting rolls.
Okay, so is there anything that the party wishes to cover before we get to the day's preps for the bandits?
Fee, is that usable? I just sent it to you.
Yes, you could use that, but remember, it since it only lasts for a minute and you have to spend an action to concentrate on every turn, you could make sure that's prepped for tomorrow.
Okay.
As one of your spells.
Yep. I just thought I'd check, because I was like, wait, I don't remember how the summoning thing works.
Okay. Here, if you look at the summon Fey spell on Nethys, you can see these spells you can, the creatures you can summon. Anything that's under level -1.
So, basically level 0.
Well, no, level -1. Basically less than 0.
Okay.
So here, I'm gonna send it to you, so one
That's
moment.
the Grip Bowl, the Haniver, the Mitflit, who looks like the annoying cousin of Yule.
Yeah,
Oh,
so anything that's in that list can be summoned.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy.
I wish that was a joke.
Alright,
it's not.
And since you're going to have a chance to rest, you can fix up your spells as needed. So,
Yep.
So, for the day's preps, what is everybody doing to prep for tomorrow?
Alright, so I'm going to help with the crafting of those snares.
Okay. So, you make your first roll to try to help with that. That would be a crafting check.
18.
Alright, that's going to give you a +1 to your roll. So, Jory, go ahead and make your roll.
That's crafting, correct?
Yep.
Mhm. All right, 14 will be enough. So you do finish making up some snares. So what snare are you making?
I was figuring at least a caltrop and a spike snare.
Okay. Let's see. You would only be able to make one of them in a single day.
Okay.
So
I would
whichever one
suggest-
you want.
Then the caltrop.
Okay. So you can mark down that you have. So you have some caltrops that you can deploy, and you can use an action to deploy them whenever you'd like, or you can
So-
deploy them ahead of time if you wish.
So how many do I have?
It's a scatter. Okay, the snare, caltrop snare
Uh huh.
consists of a hidden container of caltrops attached to a wire trigger.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you fling to either the square the trigger it was on, or an adjacent square.
Got it. I throw a bomb.
Well,
basically.
you could throw a bomb, or you could set up ahead of time to basically drop. Basically, you're protecting a single square of with the caltrops. So you can either deploy them ahead of time, or just have them deployed in combat.
I'll deploy them in combat. It's safer for the civilians that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can just trick
So
out
they
the
don't.
caltrops.
So they don't trigger it.
If I could offer a suggestion, you could
Hmm.
maybe tell me what square you want to have them set up in, and you could have the snare set up so that Zarni could pull it as part of her first action, if she's willing to.
How about the square that my character's in right now?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So you'll set it up. It'll be there to deploy once it's activated. So that's you and
Sojin.
that's you and Sojin for the day. Troyka, what are you doing to prepare?
Mostly just getting to know the area. She's using her tremor sense to get a better understanding of the location so that she doesn't feel as lost while fighting potentially.
Okay.
By the way, Astrid, we can see you in other tabs.
Oh, that's because I'm thinking. Sorry.
I mean, it's all good. I just wanted to let you know that we can't see you switching tabs.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. So what I was going to say is that you can, since you used your tremor sense to help you, you are going to get a +1 on your initiative check.
Okay.
Since you have a feel for the land and you can move with the land, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Jory is already done, so moving along, that'll be Zarni. What are you going to be doing to prepare?
She's gonna be communing with Mother Vulture to prepare.
Okay. Since you're communing, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay. Let me find the right tab. 1 second.
All right, excellent. That's going to be a success. So you can either give yourself a +1 on initiative or an attack check for tomorrow.
Okay, it's probably gonna
So
be.
this is only one. So you decide what you want to do.
I'm gonna do initiative.
Cool. All right, and let me see. So that leaves us with Iskander. What are you doing to prepare?
Would it be odd if Iskander just like walked around the premises with Troyka?
No, not out at all.
Oh, and also I have an out of character question.
Sure.
Are those catapults actually there?
They are actually there. Yes, it is a
Jeez.
former fort. So
Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my god!
Just put Yef on one of the little and just fling him.
Okay, so like I'm just gonna
would you like me to add your? I'm gonna go ahead and add your horses to the stable, unless so that if you want to use them in combat, you can.
Yeah. Yes, I think I would actually like to do that. Iskander's going to be mounted on her horse for the combat. She's just gonna hide it behind. It would be possible to hide it behind this cart, or does she need better cover to hide the horse, like with her mounted on it?
Well, the horse can be just out there, but if you want to try to hide with it, that'll be a little more difficult.
She wants to do that.
Okay.
Basically, the idea is that she would ride out as soon as
Oh no!
they.
Why didn't it show the? Oh no, that's not what it should look like.
Huh?
No, I'm just trying to because Iskander's horse. I see it. I just have to add the token. So let me do that real quick.
So yeah, that's a generic token.
Yeah. It's I'm fixing it.
That being said, it does look like the horse's snoot.
So
Iskander's trying to find a
there you
place where she can. Thank you very much. She's trying to find a place where she can, be mounted on her horse and hidden at the same time.
That token is too big.
I mean, that's here. Let me put it in the bag.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's a large creature.
Oh, you're right. I'm so used to my wolf being the same size as me.
Nope.
Yeah.
This is a horse.
Yeah, this is a horse. Of course.
I gotta get me a halfling dog.
All right. So everybody else's horse is in. Oh wait, no, that's. You see who this is? Troyka's. I think I put everybody else's horse correctly. But anyway, so they're in the stable. You can make a stealth check to see if you can hide, but you will be at a -2 since you're hiding on a horse.
That's completely understandable. I'm gonna do that.
All right. So everybody, go ahead and Lindsay is going to remain in hiding, but she will offer to sing her songs to help as soon as the combat starts.
I'm going to re-roll that. Can I re-roll that?
Well, wait until we actually get to the next day.
Okay.
So that roll didn't count.
Okay.
So if I stand like right here, no, actually, probably right here, I guess, just inside the doorway.
Yeah.
The lighting is like I step inside that building, I can't see shit.
Yeah.
Same here.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I've got a name for my horse.
Is it Booty Bay Possums?
Ugly
No.
camel.
No.
Okay. Now, obviously, because there are walls, you're not going to be able to see a lot. So, I'm opening up the doors so that you can see in and out of them.
Cool.
But that's the best I can do because there are walls, so you're gonna have to wait for signals from people.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
technically speaking, if those are walls, we could be hiding right outside the wall here.
Yeah, like if we're here, like it's, and they see him, but they don't see us. Yeah.
By the way, Zarni, I went ahead and added the summon that you want to summon.
Yeah, but I can't use it. Oh, there we go.
Well,
Yay!
Yeah, I just added it and assigned it to you, so you have that ability. All right, so everybody go ahead and first, everybody gain 1 hero point because you're resting.
Yep.
Yay!
Second, everybody's at full health. I don't think
Yay.
anybody was injured. You've already did your spells, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, place yourselves where you want to be at the start of the encounter.
Already done.
Done.
So Troyka, that means you too, unless you want to be at the front gate.
No. Where? This is just like the conversation is going to be happening in the center of the fort.
Yes, most. Basically, just to remind, basically what the Oleg said was that usually the bandits come in to around this area here to basically collect things from the cart, which is here.
Oh, well, if I'd known that, I would have had the caltrop trap.
I mean,
right
remember
here.
remember you said you wanted it here so that you could deploy it as your first action.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Never
so so it's fine where it is.
She's just going to be sitting over here.
Okay, so you're going to be sitting out in the open?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we're technically out in the open. We're kind of
There's a
wall-
building right here that looks like a barracks to me. So we're hiding behind the walls of the barracks from the front of the
Oh, right. But
entryway.
so Oleg looks towards you, Troyka, and says, you sure it's the right call to stand out in the open, or just sit out in the open like that? Well, I suppose if you're the only one visible, that should be fine. Well, casting a side eye to
Yeah. Okay. I will also say that she is wearing pretty civilian clothing, like traveling clothing, and also did not take the sword out with her, so she looks like a civilian.
fair enough.
She kept the sword with her horse.
Okay, so if that's the case, then let me. Where is it? Where is it? I have a song for this. Yeah, we'll use this one. And I turned down the volume, so it should be fine. So, day comes, and it is now the 16th, and just as promised, once the 16th comes, just as the sun starts to rise over the day, you hear a group shouting out from below from outside of the gate, and says, little pigs, let us in, or we'll burn down your fucking inn." And Oleg motions for Zarni to go ahead and pull open the gate.
She does.
And once that happens, the gate opens, and let me just put them on the map so that you can see them. Change layer, tokens, there we go. Once you do that, you see a small group heading in. And once the figure comes in, the hooded figure that comes up, at this point I'm going to go ahead and ask Iskander to roll stealth.
Will do. And stealth.
Do we
I'm
want
gonna reroll that. Yeah.
Because it is at -2.
Jesus Christ! Oh.
So, once you come in, the hooded man looks up directly at you and says, "And what is this? Who is she?"
God damn it.
Well,
Bring it. Starting to look nervous.
I motion for Oleg just to tuck it.
Actually, Iskander's just gonna say, well, sir, you have no right to tax these people. Surrender, lay down your arms.
Well, real quick, before you do that, Sojin, what were you
He was
saying?
motioning for Oleg to book it to cover.
All right. So, as Oleg backs up towards the gate, go ahead and finish what you were saying, Iskander.
Iskander's just imploring them. We will treat you honorably, but lay down your arms. Now. Should I roll an intimidate for that?
You can attempt to. You are going to be at a -2 though, because
That's fine.
they think they outnumber
They
you.
saw me. Oh,
Well,
right.
it's not. All right, so 12 is not going to do it. He says, "Lay down my arms, friend. We're just here, just having a nice little chat, just asking questions. Nothing wrong in the least."
Iskander's not going to wait for them for them to say that. She is just going to charge.
Okay, everybody, roll initiative.
Deploy that trap.
Anybody? Everyone except for Troyka and Iskander can roll with stealth instead of perception.
Let me roll that.
Troyka and Iskander have to roll perception.
Not bad.
Frank.
Well, it's okay. That means you're just in the
I'm
back.
re-rolling. What is this?
Oh my god. I got a 3.
We're all rolling bad. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, so I'm not at the. Okay.
I guess that's because the bandits just got blindsided by the fucking caltrop exploding.
Indeed.
Well, you can do that as your first action on your turn, basically. So, go ahead. What were you saying?
I mean, that's Jory's thing, and they're standing right on top of it.
Oh yeah, I know, but we have to go into initiative. There isn't really a surprise round in second edition, remember?
True.
Not even with sneak attack?
Nope.
No.
Well, that's why you would get to roll your stealth instead of your perception.
Oh.
Because since you're a rogue, you're better at that, so you're probably gonna succeed, get higher on that. Did everybody roll?
I'm supposed to be better. But it didn't turn out that way.
Okay,
It is
well,
the fate of the die.
you did re-roll, and what did you get?
Lower.
It was lower than the first roll.
Okay, well, what was your first roll?
11.
11.
All right, well, then I will update that because we keep the highest. All right, so everybody's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with the 2.
All right. Okay, so we're going to start with Sojin. Sojin, you're up first.
All right. Let's see here.
For purposes of the stream, can I move Yef so I can have the screen a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I just book it around the corner here. And, shove a motherfucker.
Okay. So this is a athletics versus fortitude, so make your roll. That will be enough. So where are you shoving him?
I'm shoving him, over a spot.
So over here?
Yep. So I basically slap it to the side, and then I go in for a rapier stab. That's probably
That
not
will
enough.
not do it, no.
All right, I'll re-roll that.
Even though he was shoved?
Well, the shove moved, so...
Oh, okay. It doesn't flat-foot him or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that would be a trip.
Yeah, no. That being
The
said,
reason he gains bravado if he does a stab,
Yep.
shove.
Yep, and I'm also, if you check it out, yeah, I basically shove him and basically slam him up against the wall and move with him, of course.
Mhm.
And, okay, 13 again. Okay, so, well, that's...
Yeah, just wasn't meant to be.
It's like, my aim is a little off there.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, with that, it is Hap's turn. The head bandit will use an action to draw a dagger. It says, "Listen here, pal, you've made a mistake here." And with that, he is going to focus target on you.
Uh-huh.
So basically, you're his designated target. And he starts swearing and gaining a +2 to tracking the target, but the first time he hits, he deals an additional damage. So let's see if he hits you. He attempts to stab you. Oh, I think a 20 hits you.
Nope, it matches.
That means it hits.
All right.
So that's going to be an additional. That's going to be 11 damage because he got the precision damage from his focus target.
All right.
And then he's going to use his last action to attempt to intimidate you with a snarl. What's your will save? Your will save?
E5.
All right, so you are frightened 1.
Actually, wait a second. Let me double check here. It does panache. Let me double check my panache. Panache. Bravado.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so you're frightened 1. So you can mark that on
Cool.
your sheet. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's it for him. Iskander, you're up.
All right. So I wanted to get a few things out of the way first. So I was checking the rules for the lance and the horse. Between the two of them, if I can move up to 10 feet in a turn, I will get 3 extra damage on my lance. Second of all, my lance has reach, so that means it can strike from 10 feet away.
Correct.
And third of all, you can use a lance on a horse in 2 hands, in which case it has a D8, or in 1 hand, in which case it has a D6. Right now, she's 2-handing it, so she has her shield away.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to work. She's going to use her first action to command animal, and it'll move up to 10 feet, which I believe that will be 10 feet, and from here to...
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, okay. And that will give her enough... the shark... Jeffrey isn't here, right?
No,
No, that's there for...
it's for purposes of
For-
the streams, so that way people can actually see the whole screen.
Understood. And yes, Iskander is just going to use her spear to jab the bandit boss.
Go for it.
So, give me just a second.
Troyka, you're going to be next, so that we know.
Okay.
I'm guessing it as a reroll.
Yeah, it's a reroll. Jesus. Oh,
What is with the
God.
dice rolls today? Come on.
Oh. Is that a
Alright.
hit?
So
That's not a hit, is it?
No, 14 will be a miss.
Jesus
Unless you had a
fucking
+1
Christ.
from something.
Didn't we have a +1 from her?
Singing.
Oh, right.
Started.
Wait.
That is correct,
Do I have
so-
a plus? Do I have a +1 as well from the blessing from the temple?
Yeah.
That's true. So there you go. Because
Holy
Lindsay hasn't
shit.
started singing yet, so that'll because remember, if she sang, that would have tipped them off.
Okay.
That's not
In
up
that
yet.
case, so I have a 15 to hit.
All right, that will
does a
hit
15.
then. So
Okay, so that does 9 plus 3 damage.
So that's going to be 12 damage, which is a punching blow as he is bloodied and in bad shape as the lance spears him into the wall with a big crunch as the wood begins to buckle under strain.
Let's see. When I command animal, does it have 2 actions or just
Yes.
1?
It has 2.
It has 2 actions? Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, the horse is actually just going to circle around, essentially. Just like do a trot so that she can do another lance strike. Like this. Does that make sense? Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. And
1 second.
hopefully... Oh,
Hopefully, what?
hopefully this one will actually fucking hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So that was a what initial? So how much does it give you with the D8?
Plus 3. It's
Okay.
it's what I roll here plus 3.
So that was originally a 12
Anything else I'll think of later. Pork chops.
and 13.
Yep, it would be 13.
For this week? Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that was too close. What is with our rolls today?
I'm sorry, I'm back. So you basically trot around to get ready for another charge, right?
Exactly, so that she can
Okay.
get another bonus for her attack.
So that
Okay,
was a 12 and then
so-
a 13 in damage. So
So
that guy
I-
just
So I'm assuming that you're basically moving here so that you can.
Exactly.
Okay, so go
charge
ahead and move
again.
yourself to where you're going to be because where do you want to
Yeah.
end your turn, basically?
Well, yeah, she's just going to end her turn right here.
Okay, gotcha.
the
She-
character. It's like yes, they stay in the same position, but technically the horse moves around in a circle.
Yeah.
Go around for
I get
another.
You have to canter.
okay.
Yep,
I get
you
what
have to
you mean
canter
now.
around to get the motion to get the bonus attack.
No, I see what you mean though. So I understand now. Sorry, I was distracted, but
It's all good.
all right.
So
So
that
you
guy-
do another. you do another lance strike, and you strike true, spearing into Haps. And once you do so, the bandit is skewered in the wall under by your lance.
Yeah, this guy's dead. He just took. Was that 25? Yeah, 25 damage.
Okay, Troyka, you're up. And as soon as that happens and Haps collapses in a heap, the other bandits immediately shout, "Boss! The Stag Lord's not gonna like this!" And they pull weapons and they have anger in their eyes.
Troyka's ears flick as she hears Stag Lord, but she is going to get up from her seat and 5 to get line of sight, and then she is going to, now that she's going to activate her aura and make a stance action to get her armor sense. So I've seen this part before.
Mm-hmm.
And now that she has vision, other people, she is going to make an elemental blast at, I guess, the straggler, the one in the back. Wait, have either of the other 3 taken damage?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
So the guy in the middle there is standing on the caltrop trap.
Okay, in that case, she will hit the one currently in the caltrops.
Okay, go for it. Make that roll.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, that's going to be a solid hit, which is going to bring them down considerably as the kinetic blast strikes them. Was that a 2 action that you did as, or 1?
No, that was 1 because she had to move, turn on her aura, and then make an attack.
Yep, so...
Because she can't do elemental blast without turning on aura first.
Yeah, the bandit is really feeling the pain from that. And, by the way, Zarni, did you roll initiative? Because I don't see you on the list.
I'm at it too.
Okay, I see you. You were just low. So, Jory, you're up.
Gonna trigger that caltrop.
All right. You trigger the caltrop, and once it splashes down, I have to make a reflex save. I am going to be at a -2 because they didn't see that trap. So
Not a reflex, an acrobatics.
Oh, acrobat. Oh, even
harder.
Yeah, much harder, actually.
All right.
Oh!
Really? Jesus.
Okay. So acrobatics. Okay, so he somehow managed to dodge the caltrop trap.
It's more likely the elemental blast basically
Revealed
pushed
it.
him out of the way.
Yeah. What I'm gonna rule is that it knocked the trap over to the space south of him. So because of the elemental blast, like shifting things. All right. So you have 2 actions remaining, Zori. What would you like to do with them?
I'm gonna run up to him and hit him with the mace.
Go for it.
Swing up.
And shout, "Shut the gate." I think that hit.
That does hit, and in fact, it does kill.
Yeah,
As
that's
the mace strikes down.
Strikes up. That man got no balls left.
Swing
All right.
up. Whee!
And then, of course, I have your next, so I point at this guy and shout it. You're next.
Which one? The one to the left or the right?
Left.
Okay, so give me an intimidation check.
Intimidation. Where do you go? Right there.
That's a 19.
Ooh. Yep.
That's going to do it. So that's going to give him frightened 1. All right.
What?
And
you have 1 action left.
You do have
No,
one.
wait.
No, that was it.
Never mind.
That was it.
Right.
So
problem.
the one that is frightened is going to attempt to run out the gate. Now he has to make a acrobatics check.
Yeah,
And biffs it. So he immediately stumbles onto the caltrops.
1d4.
Caltrops was roll 1d4 if you please.
Who gets it? 1d4.
4.
Woo! plus a persistent bleed.
Yep. Plus persistent bleed of D4, is it?
1. It's a straight flat 1.
Okay. So then he also loses speed, so he stops right at the gate. So I'll just move him here. And then he is going to turn around and attempt to fire a short bow at Jory. Since I'm frightened 1, I am going to take a penalty of, I believe, 1. So that's a miss.
Nope.
And I'll try to shoot again. Not even close. The other one, though, is going to fire a shot at... He is going to go ahead and fire a shot at Jory first.
Miss.
Oh wait, I rolled the dagger. That's my bad. So.
Ouch.
Yeah, that'll hit for 5.
Yeah.
Actually, what's your armor class?
15.
Okay, so it's not.
Wait,
that's the important
18.
part.
18,
18.
yeah.
All right, and then he will fire again. That'll miss, and then he's going to attempt to intimidate you, and doesn't do it. All right, Zarni, you're up.
Yep. All right. She's going to summon a fae
All right, and go ahead and put your Fae where you wish.
right there.
And it gets 2 actions, so go
Yep.
ahead and take those 2 actions.
First action, daze.
Ooh, so I need to make a will save. Oh boy. And I'm at a -1 because of fright.
Yep. Yeah, no, that man.
Critical fail. Oh no.
Holy.
He is now stunned.
So that's 1d6 mental damage. So that's going to be 1 damage to him.
It'd be
Does that mean he
critical
takes
damage?
critical damage?
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. So he takes 2 damage.
No.
No, that's
Critical
12.
12.
Oh, 12. No, you're right. So he's just dead.
Oh my god. That's my
Can
friend.
okay, let me flight of 40 feet so she can get over here. Ish.
Oh, keep in mind that's a 2 action for the spell, so that would be it.
Oh, that's it then. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, very, very effective little bugger.
Holy crap. Sojin, you're up.
So
There's only 1 bandit remaining.
Despite being there, he moves forward. I mean, would his frightened fall off or no?
Well, the
yeah.
frightened foot wears off at the end of the turn.
All right. Anyway, he runs up to the guy. I'm re-rolling that. Yeah, no. First strike, he misses. Second strike, that hits.
That will hit, yep. So
For
8
8
damage. So, you skewer the guy. How does this look?
Sojin, despite being sort of freaked out by the guy who just got messed up in front of him, it's like, fuck you! Thwomp! Straight to the throat.
And he tries to dodge but fails to, and you pull the blade out as a big blood squirt spears out of him as the bandit collapses to the floor. And once everything is said and done, quiet finally remains, and Lindsay says, "I'm here to help," and starts playing music, but it's already over. You heroes are way too fast.
Little
Efficiency.
sprite zips up to her and then puffs out in a little cloud of leaves. Just
Oh, that's so cute. I like that. And with that, after a time, Oleg and Svetlana return, coming out and says, "Is it over? It's all done?"
For now.
for now, we gotta turn these bodies into compost.
They said something about a stag lord.
Yeah, the
I'm
Stag
assuming-
Lord.
I'm assuming that's their leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they the Stag Lord. I've heard about the Stag Lord for about 4 months, and this is the first time that they've come here. So apparently they're the head of the bandits, the River Thorn bandits that have been out here. Svetlana nods. Yeah, it's actually true. As a matter of fact, the first time they came, they stole my wedding ring. If it's not too much trouble, do you think that if there's a chance, could you get my wedding ring back?
If we find it.
If we do, we will make sure to return it. Do you have a description for us?
Yes, I do. And she describes a silver ring with a emerald that is fashioned like a heart, which seems to be extreme. The ring is described as something that is extremely rich and beautifully designed, something that seems beyond the means of civilians in the outpost, which is perhaps a little bit odd.
I'm assuming it was a family heirloom.
No, it wasn't. I actually had it commissioned, Oleg says. You see, the wife and I used to be nobles, but we didn't really like the politics of Brevoy, so we quit. We convinced the Aldoris to let us go to make an outpost here, and we prefer this life.
Quit being a politician. Well,
And Svetlana says, that said, it wouldn't be a big deal if you can't find it, but if you could, it would be really nice. And by the way, I'm going to add, that's the quest for the quest tracker to keep note of.
Yep. Oh, back. I accidentally closed my tabs.
Uh-oh.
Give me a second.
Iskander's actually going to ask everyone in their party, are any of you good trackers? Presumably these bandits have left a trail which we can follow.
No.
Yep is gonna try to be helpful and like sniff one of their bodies, sniff outside, circle around, and then sit down and flop. Like I tried.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
See, that is that's survival, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, no, I could. So it's just like, yes, I'm somewhat decent at tracking.
On a good day with no rain, I might be able to, but.
Yeah.
He points to the. Sojin does point to the goggles that Troyka is wearing. Though I know those remind me of goggles I've seen before. That would be helpful. But yeah.
So I'm gonna mark down because I know you're gonna loot. So the Oleg tells you that anything that you don't loot will be sold at the inn, and that they are willing to purchase any supplies that you don't need. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this down. So
17.
This will be just one moment. Yeah, I'll tell you what that means in just a second. Let me see the word. And then on these guys were so. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Almost done, sorry.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. So that's what you find on the bandits.
Oh, let's see. Well, I guess we'll just grab those Staglord amulets.
Belt them down.
Well, I mean, we can use them. I'd say we keep them on hand just in case we can use them to use them as passage marks into the camp of the bandit lord.
Iskander, can I pose a question to Oleg?
Of course.
She's going to ask him. These bandits, did they, when they normally came around, did they typically take food and other supplies as well, or was it simply gold that they were after?
It's just furs, food, gold. Usually any of the best wine that we have. They're parasites, they are. Apparently they were always interested in wine and alcohol.
I understand.
As a matter of fact, they told us that they would burn us down if we didn't have any alcohol for them to take.
Very well. That's all she had.
Alright. Well then, we don't have any use for the crossbows, armor, and daggers.
They are willing to purchase it, and Oleg says, if the lot of you are planning to take out the Stag Lord, this is a one-time offer, mind, but I'm willing to purchase any of the supplies for full price that you don't wish to take.
Sojin efficiently and effectively strips off these bandits. Just like you can see him just like efficiently removing their clothes and nicely, neatly piling it for him. It's kind of spooky how efficient he is.
For real. So, if you could do me a favor, is anybody taking any of the supplies from the bandits before we move on?
Besides the
amulets, which I know you wanted to take.
Iskander might actually take a dagger.
Here's an out of character question. If I were to take the remaining daggers and put them in my belt, could I throw 4 daggers?
You could.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that then.
All right. So that's leather armor, short bows with arrows. That's
Okay, so you can do the math on how much that is in supplies. He's willing to buy it full price, but he warns you he's only doing this once.
Let's see, short bows. All right. Composite short bows. Arrow.
Meanwhile, Svetlana looks to the rest of you and says, adventurers, you can sleep here for free anytime that you're in the area. It's the least that we could do. We'll even prepare breakfast for you, just like we did today.
I thank you for your hospitality. Let us assist you in disposing of these bodies.
Of course. And no, husband, we're not going to put them on stakes. We'll just put them on the pyre, so that way we don't have to deal with them.
Right.
And with that said, while you're helping out with clearing out the goods, the party passes by a few notices that are on boards, and specifically the boards notices that they find is that there are a pair of wanted posters. So I'm going to share those with you. The first is a wanted ad mentioning that there are kobolds that are dwelling in a cave somewhere in the hills of the Greenbelt. It's basically asking that the kobolds be dealt with, so that they are no longer a threat to the to Oleg's or to Brevoy. So that is a new quest, and I'm going to mark that. And the second notice is to find the head of Tuskgutter, basically a massive boar that has been a threat to hunters in the area. And the prize for that is basically for hunting supplies from an old ranger, and that quest is listed here. All right. So after the bandits have been cleared out, which it takes about cleared out and burned, which takes about an hour, what does the party wish to do now?
Wait, we're burning them?
Well,
Yep, eat
Svetlana
one of their
wants them
feet.
burned.
Yep.
Svetlana wants them burned, but if you have a different idea, she's open to it.
No, she doesn't have particularly strong feelings about it. It's just like, well, that's not going to smell good.
That's why that's why it's taking an hour, because she's helping you to move it far away and
Yep.
downwind.
Can Yef have eaten their hands and feet just in case?
Sure, why not?
Why?
Harder to identify them?
Oh my
Do
god.
you think it would be wiser to just bury them? Troyka, you can move Earth, can't you?
Easily.
Well, if you think you can, then feel free.
Yeah, like it's super easy. Watch, and then like literally just like starts pulling like 5x5 cubes of earth out of the ground.
And once you do so, you spend a little bit of time digging up graves, and then the bodies are placed in, and then you replace earth, right?
Yeah, it literally is. She can just like, I remove this 5x5 square of earth. We put the bodies in them. I return the 5x5 square of earth from the plane of elemental earth. There, done. This took 60 seconds.
Okay. And real quick, how much time does everybody have before we continue?
Maybe 15.
45 minutes tops.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's say 45 minutes tops. It's like hard stop at the next hour.
Okay, so are we good to keep going for a little bit, or
Can we
I mean,
Just a little
maybe.
bit.
take a short break so
after a break, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way I can change over my laundry.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say we could probably do like one more exploration bit.
yeah, I think that's a fair bit. So let's take a small break, and then we'll go back to the map for exploration.
Yep.
And in the meanwhile, I will do XP. Figure out XP.
By the way, the name I picked for my horse, Yildirim, in Turkish
way-
means light. What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
In Turkish, the word Yildirim, it means lightning.
Oh, I like that. All right.
Mhm.
Also, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the level 2 version of the horse, since you'll be leveling up after the session. So,
So
I'm
are you just gonna give me a level 2, 3, 4 version of the horse as we continue going?
well, you should be able to actually do level it up yourself as you go. It's actually real easy to do. I just made a level 2 version just to save you the time.
Gotcha. How is there like a specific guide I'm supposed to follow, or do I just
Yeah,
like add a specific amount of?
You just have to add check out the familiar rules, but basically, like, it's always going to be the same level as you. It'll increase its stats and skills as you spend feats put into it as a cavalier.
Say that one more time.
Basically, its HP is always going to rise every time you level,
Okay.
and any skills it has will level up naturally. But as you put feats into it, basically, as you take cavalier feats to improve it, it'll get better stats and feats.
And do I? Let's see. How you were saying that there's like familiar rules? Well, where do I find that?
Give me a moment. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep, and you also want to keep in mind the Cavalier stuff, because like a lot of that is going to key off of you taking the Cavalier feats.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, now I need to do XP because that's what I forgot to do. So,
Okay, I'm back.
welcome back.
So am I.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the rules under riding animal companions is that let's see. Oh, never mind. Right. Okay. It can only use its land speed, and it can't move and support you on the same turn. However, if your companion has the mount special ability, it's especially suited for riding, and it ignores both of these restrictions.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna assume that.
Yeah, all horses have the mount ability.
Okay, gotcha. I'll just add that as a tag. As a trait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Last load is in the dryer for tonight. There's like another load or two that I have to do, but it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yep. So is everybody everybody back?
Yep.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So after you've buried the bodies, Oleg asked the party. So I guess you're venturing out then.
Yeah,
Right.
might as well sort of see if we can't tackle this problem of this fucker.
All right. Well, be safe. We want to see you back here. All right.
Now, never mind. Let me see if I can get their scent. Alright. So I'm going to do a survival check. If anybody wants to roll to assist.
I will try.
You can, if you have a relevant skill, you can attempt that as well.
Holy shit!
Oh, well, I feel like I don't have to now.
No, hey, every little bit helps.
I mean, you already got a critical.
Well,
Right, it's only a plus
well, that
2.
was to help, so that gives a +2.
We can't stack aid, can we? Or
Yes, you can.
Sometimes you can, and in tracking roll you can.
No. So yeah, Troyka, you should definitely do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Plus, you already got a +2 to your roll from your goggles.
Yep.
Yep. So feel free to roll, Troyka.
I'm gonna have her do so it's called elemental lore, but it's like lore of the elements. So
yeah, basically
knowing,
you're like considering the lay of the land and where people might settle or that sort of thing, or hide.
yeah.
All right, go for it. So you can give that.
I'll
Thankfully
re-roll it just because I'm not using my hero points for anything else.
Mm-hmm.
There we
That'll
go.
be a critical success, so that's going to give you another +2.
All right.
So go ahead. You get a +4 total.
All right.
Nice. Holy shit!
Okay.
Jesus.
So a 28.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So you spend some time, and you are going to be able to find the trail and follow it. So let me just take you to the map, and let me look at my notes to see where you might see it. So via that.
Hmm.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. So, It looks like that they would be traveling directly through the woods, directly southwest of your position. So you can spend with that roll, you can spend the day to travel into the woods.
All right.
I think we should do that.
All right, and once you do that, you discover that there. Let me just put that in the map. And
GB4.
Yep.
For
So,
Hey,
on
for our
GB4,
map.
you do find you do smell like a very fragrant scent in the air once you reach the woodlands. Now, since woods are difficult to travel, you have to use both actions for the day per travel. So basically, it spent you 1 day to get to the woods.
and for exploring as well. So we'd have to take a full day to explore.
Well, no, you can still explore with 1 action, but it takes you 2 to travel through wood spaces.
Okay.
You know, if that makes sense. So, since you were traveling from an open space into the woods, you're fine now, but you just know that it's going to cost you extra to move within the woods.
Yep.
If that does
Gotcha.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
we
you do
could
have another.
explore whatever this
Yes.
is.
That is correct. You could explore now if you wish.
I think that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Anyone against?
No, go ahead. That's what we should do.
Okay.
Let's explore.
So you spend the rest of the day exploring, and once you do, you find what looks to be a patch of moon radishes, which is growing in a strange clearing. You could explore it further if you wish to, because moon radishes are very useful for a lot of like tasty dishes. And or you could, of course, you'd have to explore it tomorrow, unless you wanted to push.
I think that we should push forward instead.
Well, we can explore this today because it'll take us 2 actions anyway, which will be the whole day to get to the next square.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's
So
what we were doing.
Well, no.
Yeah,
I think the question is, do you want to push to basically make it that you can't push again until you spend a full day of rest?
No.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, so I'm confused here.
So all right, let me rephrase. You've spent 2 actions to move into the space and to find the patch. So you've just found it.
I thought it was only 1 to move into the space because we were coming from planes.
Right, 2 actions, 1 to move into the space, 1 to find the patch. So 2 actions.
Oh, I thought that's my confusion. Okay.
Okay.
I thought the patch. We found the patch in our movement in, and we were exploring said patch with that second movement.
No. That was basically exploring the hex to figure out what's actually there. So
yeah, no.
You could push basically to push so that on the same day you can actually go into the patch and see what's there. Or you can just rest and then figure out what you're doing tomorrow. That's the question I'm asking. So this is a group decision.
Rest.
Okay. So it is now the 17th of Frost. And that puts it to Sunday. And you have a new day. So what would you like to do?
Do I need to maintain my check to have a heading on where the bandits went?
Yes.
All right.
So you can make that as part of your move if you want to leave the space. So does the party want to continue pursuing the bandits?
Yes.
Yes. We can always come back for those on the way back through.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me another survival check. Oh, before you roll, is anyone helping the survival check? I'll help.
Sure.
Go for it.
I have to roll back over.
17 will give you a +1 to your check.
All right, so I have a +1.
All right. Zarni was not able to help, but no penalty.
Did Jory want to roll for forest lore? To assist?
This is true. You could assist with forest lore.
Not this time.
Would you like to re-roll that? Because if that would be a -2 to the check.
Yes, I would.
Go for it.
There we go.
Okay, that'll be a
that's not proper. So 12. So that's a 13.
That's an additional +1 from Jory, so that's going to be a 14. So you keep the trail.
All right.
So you could continue pursuing, and it looks like that you follow the trail to this. Let me just put down the map.
Was it to the southwest?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. That's
That is-
GB7?
Correct.
So you spend the day moving into that hex, and you'll have to either rest or push if you want to explore to find what's there. Oh, and also I need somebody to roll a d20 for random encounters.
All right. D20. 17.
Ooh, okay. So, random encounter time. So, before you can make your decision, I am actually going to need to see what random encounter we get. So let me just put myself talk to myself mode so that y'all don't see what you get.
Watch it be the boar.
That would be very funny, but let's see if that's the case. So, alright, green belt zone, so that's that. Huh, okay.
It was the boar.
No, thankfully.
Rat.
Is it the Stag Lord?
No. That would be very funny, but no.
Stag party.
I know what
Austin
the
Goop
encounter
Top.
is, but the question is, are you guys going to camp or are you going to push?
Camp.
Camp.
Okay. How are you going to divide watches?
I wish
Troyka
to set
will
up
always-
an alarm. I wish to set up an alarm trap first. Alarm
Okay.
snare.
Alright, so did you build one?
I believe he had one that he bought on character creation.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Alright, so you set up an alarm trap, that'll help. So how do you, who wants to take the first watch and the second watch?
Troyka will always push to have whatever shift it is that is up at midnight exactly.
So that's the second watch.
I'll take the first.
I'll take second.
I'll be on first then.
What the hell?
So it's 2 and 2, and then we have one
Oh,
person.
okay, cool. Wait, then who's sleeping?
I mean,
Our
everybody's
fear- our
sleeping
fear-
at some
our-
point.
Our fearless leader.
Iskander, are you taking any of the watches or are you just sleeping already?
Yes.
I don't
know,
mind if you
the
just sleep.
peasants-
I
The peasants are gonna keep watch for her. She's gonna sleep the whole night. No, she'll take first watch if it's available.
About to go off, I
She'll take
guess.
She'll take whatever watch is available.
Okay. So I need a d20 check. We're going to see high-low. It doesn't
roll
matter
it
who
from
rolls.
Okay.
All right, low. So it looks like during the first watch. So,
So we'll have 3 on the first watch. Okay.
Do my keen eyes help here?
probably roll your perception. Well, your keen eyes do, but also the fact that you set a snare trap.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and
Oh.
make that roll.
The trap crafting or perception?
Well, perception.
And that should be under which skill?
Just
Bottom
perception.
right.
Just perception?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just perception. hmm
Okay.
Oh,
Holy shit! Holy shit!
I
And-
perceive God.
And you add 2 to that for keen eye.
29.
Oh my god!
Holy crap! All right. So yeah, you actually see a group of Mitfits gremlins approaching the camp, 4 of them in total, in the darkness. They're creeping along, trying to hide. Since you rolled a critical success, you have enough warning that you can wake everybody up so that they can get ready. Obviously, those that were sleeping, since this is a first watch, do not have their armor on.
I
Okay.
don't have
Okay.
armor anyway.
There's some misfit gremlins approaching from over there. We need to be ready.
All right, so here's the camp.
Hey, this map looks familiar.
Yeah. Hey, look, I gotta reuse. You know.
No, it's fine. I love it.
So
It's a
Oh,
callback to season 1.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put everybody down.
4 horses?
Yes, one for each of us.
Yes.
All right. I forgot that everyone else has horses too.
I'm going to trade mine in for a halfling dog one of these times.
These
So-
are some wacky little blue guys.
That was Jory's steed. That was
If you want to read up on,
Oh, I already know. That's why I chose a sprite.
hold on.
yeah,
I actually did a mistake. So that's Troyka's. Should be Troyka's. This is Zarni's. This is Sojin's. And that's Jory's. Okay, there we go.
I can't move that.
You s- um
Yeah, we can't move our horses.
but it's
Just
just
me.
oh my goodness.
Because this is my.
All right,
I can't even move that one.
okay,
I
hold on. Let me figure it out. Give me a second.
Mine
Stop that.
moved.
Stop that. Let me figure this out.
Who are the real misfits? Misfits for us.
What the heck? Like, you should be able to.
It moves for me.
All right, so Jory's moves. So
I
stop.
can't- Sorry.
Stop moving. Adding stuff to.
Yes,
Yeah, so
Mary.
Sojin- Yeah, it says you should be able to because it says can be edited and controlled by Blastflight, so it should.
Wait, no, that's just that one. No. I can move myself. I can't even click on either of those.
Yikes.
Well, do any of you actually need your horses, or are you just like?
No.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, since none of you are actually mount, I'm just gonna put them over here.
Like,
Okay.
maybe-
Eastunder's the only one who like actually
Yeah,
needs your
I'll
horse.
figure this out for next time.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I just need to add it to the map. Gremlins. Oh boy, come on. There we go. And there are 4 of them. So they are creeping towards the camp. So they haven't arrived. So put yourselves where you would like to be.
I'm good where I am.
Can Iskander be on her horse without them noticing, or would that like tip
I
them
mean,
off?
she could have been on her horse to begin with.
You could have been on your horse to begin with, yeah.
Oh, as watch.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Yeah,
she's
absolutely.
walking out the backside of the camp,
In that case, she'll probably be like. Could she be at the front like this, or
yeah, you could.
This might be a bad position for her because she does need like that 10 feet of movement to be able to charge them.
Heck, she could have been like over here.
Anywhere in
Yeah.
that straight line.
You could have been out there doing a patrol of the camp.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So the little gremlins are approaching the camp. They're scuttling down. They're just tiptoeing like. Let's steal their things. Let's steal their things. Food and gold. They see that some of you are awake, so they are going over to the wall to try to clamber over. What is the party doing at this point?
Zarni's getting ready to summon. So she's calm.
I'm
Well,
going to
actually,
pretend.
Sojin is just gonna casually just walk up behind them, like pretending that he's just doing his thing. He's going out there. It's
Just
like
patrolling.
just patrolling, just like as if he hasn't seen them. And he starts to stop. It's like, huh? 4 little pipsqueaks. 4 little pipsqueaks.
And it sounds like since you're calling him Pipsqueaks, go ahead and give me a demoralize check.
Imitation. Let me reroll that.
No!
16. There we go.
All right, so you got a 5, right?
No,
Yeah.
actually, I used my 2 rerolls that I had left
Okay.
because that was bullshit.
God.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you why that's very funny because I'm just going to go ahead and share this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I didn't need to waste my.
No.
Well, no, you actually needed to, but
Oh.
you needed a 10.
Oh, okay. So okay, good.
It's just very funny. But as you do that, they the 4 of them are immediately like angry and frustrated, and they look to you. We're not small. We're mighty gremlins, mithlets.
At that point, Iskander's just like slowly trotting up with her horse. She doesn't say anything. She just stands there, and the horse is about 10 feet taller than them.
Mithlets, more like horseshoes to be made.
Iskander just says, "Don't. You don't have to do this. Just don't."
Don't stop it.
Get
Go
out.
get help.
Okay. So basically, you're trying to send them away, like convince them that this is not a good idea. Then go away.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
All right. Go ahead and give me another intimidate check, or diplomacy, your choice.
Can I do diplomacy?
Go
Sure.
for it.
Yeah. I
shall. Oh, never mind.
Okay. So that is going to be so you make that to make a request. They should leave, and the Mitflits look towards each other, look towards you two, and realize that they somehow managed to trigger trigger an alert, and somehow they manage to get one of them immediately decides to try to walk away. And stumbles over Jory's alarm, so a big loud bell starts ringing, ding a ding a ding a ling, and that makes them scared, and they will attempt to run away.
Oh, we'll let it happen. It's like,
Bye.
good luck, little ones. Try again another day.
Encounter over.
Woohoo!
I had a dagger prepped for each one of them.
Thank God.
Save you the cleaning. Hell, they might be useful one day. Little forest spirits like that.
They
Zarni
might be our subjects.
curls up and goes back to sleep. With Yef.
Oh my God.
Just like I'm
Troyka
done.
did not even.
You
Went
wasted
the entire
that
time. She was
27 on
asleep.
a diplomatic solution.
I mean, they would have been like more annoyed to fight. Really, think about that. There's low-level mooks.
I thought you were about to say low-level monkeys. Like what? They're gremlins.
That's why I
hit some of
corrected
them.
myself.
I know,
hit
but
some
it
of
just
them.
would have been funny.
Anyways,
Let me
does
see. Let me
the rest of the night
Next
pass
watch.
by in peace, or
Yep, the rest of the night does indeed pass by in peace. And day comes. And what does the party Oh, I almost forgot. Since you guys did explore this space, I need perception checks, if you please. And this is everybody can make the roll.
wait, we explored it?
Well, yeah, you did. That's how you knew there was a radish patch.
Oh right.
No. This is the radish patch.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, right. Well, yeah,
Okay.
but that's why, because I forgot to have you roll for something. It looks like Iskander actually noticed something as well. You
Does
noticed
17?
17 wouldn't have been enough, but the 23 is. And basically, you notice that there's something in GB3. So I'm gonna put that in the map.
Neat.
So the order needs to
Don't know
explore-
anything about what it is. Just that there is something over there.
There's something there. You need to reconnoiter it. Since it's hidden, you
Okay.
have to go there to get a clue.
That's R3. There's GB3.
All right, so day starts, and I think you said that you wanted to explore to see what's at that location, right?
That's right.
Yep.
All right, so you spend your first part of your day exploring and reconnoitering, and I would like somebody to make a. Everybody can make a perception check.
24 again.
Nice.
I'm still focused on keeping the bandits
money.
on lock.
I'm
Oh,
still
no, for sure.
disappointed at not getting the little gremlins out of the way.
Oh, critical success. So Troyka. Troyka and Zarni, you manage to find something here. Not only do you continue to find the bandits, and you discover that there is a camp in that space that you can explore, and that's basically what GB7 is. You also find that to the southwest, you find boar tracks, and because Troyka got a critical success, you actually follow the clues and discover that this, let me put it to the map, is Tuskgutter's lair.
Troyka, not knowing what a boar is, has to ask everybody what she found.
Sojin's like, huh, those would be boar tracks.
Oh, actually, you might have found something else. Let me just check. And GB8 is that one? Oh, yeah. You also found that there is something here in this space, and something in this space.
Maybe 8. That's 4.
So
So,
Zarni is actually going to explain to Troyka what a boar is and how dangerous it is, and that her tribe actually would hunt these things.
It's wild salted pork on the bone.
And it does make a delicious dinner.
sorry, well, did you say that she saw something at GB4 as well?
GB4 was the moon radish patch.
Okay. It was GB8 then.
Yeah,
And
GB8. You see signs of what appears to be a cave. You can explore it to figure out what it is. At GB13, you see a long, like a long river and the signs of a bridge.
GB13.
So right now, 7 is a bandit camp, is what you said.
Yes.
As she's described what a boar is, Troyka is making like a charcoal drawing of a boar and produces something that is truly haunting to look at.
Now, is that haunting because it's really horrific, like Junji Ito, or because it's a really comically bad boar?
More the former than the latter.
I like that.
So like the Christmas boar. Okay, gotcha.
It's the boar that pulls the hogs pulls the sleigh.
Hogfather sleigh?
Yeah, it pulls the Hogfather sleigh. Thank you.
Awesome. Bless you, by the way. So now that you've identified where the bandit camp is, will the party proceed in?
To at least scout it out, yeah. Might as well.
Okay.
We should definitely try and do it quietly.
Yeah. Since this isn't actually a map with like things, I think this would be the best place to pause as you venture in. So we'll save the stealth rolls for next time.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
Sweet.
looking at the XP, the party has earned 500 XP, which I believe puts you over to level 2.
Yay! That puts us at, so it's 1,000 points for the level, right?
Correct.
So at least it's at 30 points, level 2.
So
Okay.
yeah, I know that some of y'all need to go, and that's totally fine. But we can, for everybody else, if anybody needs help with leveling up, we can do that before the next session.
All
But
right.
do you want to close it out?
Yep. So I'll see y'all next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
I'm good with that.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Far
Sounds
as I
good.
know.
Yeah. Check with the mother unit, Dad. Alright.
All right.
Wait a second, huh?
I'm actually giggling because I can hear him asking the mother unit.
Or we'll start later.
Okay.
We're having to check with the mother unit. I'm sorry, guys. Mom makes
All good.
plans.
All good.
Next Sunday is good, but can we cut it a little shorter in time?
7:15, 7:30 next time.
Okay, so we'll
7
keep it
o'clock or 6:30.
Okay, so what's that? 2 hours?
2 to 2.5.
Yep.
All right, I'm good. So we'll keep that. Remind me next week. Okay.
Yep. All right. So see y'all next week. Get plenty of water. Get plenty of rest, and have a good rest of your week. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.